Good afternoon, racing fans, and welcome.
Excuse me.
What? Oh, good morning.
Thank you.
Good morning, fans. Welcome to the Tuscarawas County Fair here in Dover, Ohio. Beautiful day.
Gorgeous day. Absolutely beautiful.
Michael Langer by my side and Stevie O on the other side, making this all happen for you. So we're happy to be here, happy that you're here. We've got 12 races today and 70 different horses.
Yeah, it's a busy one and a lot of good horses. And, we're coming down to the end here. So the standings and the rankings and everything for making the finals, it's all up in the air.
All up in the air. We are up to date through Thursday night. So if you look at the go to ohha.com to look at those standings, you will see that they were updated last night. So we're good through Thursday night. It
Perfect.
Didn't include yesterday and, of course, not today because we haven't raced them yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
And we're good. Not that good.
Yeah, that's right.
We'd be at the windows if that was the case.
Very true. Very true. We had a big day here yesterday, 18 races. Fastest mile was 1:59 with Pink Jammies. So she was a good girl yesterday.
Rosie said she won by a nose, and I understand the horse that she beat by a nose was actually the first one back to the winner's circle, thinking that he had won.
Yes.
And that's always a tough spot to be in.
Yeah, that was kind of tough, but that happens. I mean,
it does.
And I think he said, Doug said it somehow 2 over the 1 or 1 over. I can't remember, but if you didn't hear the whole thing, you would have heard your number.
Right.
So
right.
It was an understandable mistake.
Yeah, of course.
Drew Neal took top driving honors yesterday. He had 5 wins. Jason Thompson, Hank Levan, Manny Miller, and Justin Irvine each had 2. So it was a big day for Rosie and Drew. Rosie, they took the first 3 in a row. So I don't know. I know that would be a daily double if it was just 2, but with 3 of them, it'd be the daily triple.
Sounds like you're creating a new bet, and that's the last thing I need.
Last thing probably most people need. It's hard enough to figure out what all those mean.
Yeah, I think we had 97 races in Delaware this week
over
the course of the 5 days. Yeah, I came out of it pretty good. Just the fact that I came out of it was good in itself.
Yeah.
But from a gambling standpoint, it was a good week. I always look at that week. It's a vacation week for me.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was going away somewhere, right, get on a plane, fly to a beach or whatever, it costs a certain amount of money to do that. So I just look at it like a vacation week. And this week, if I had gone away somewhere and not gone to Delaware, I wouldn't have been as happy as I was over the course of those 5 days. But it worked out pretty good and such great racing and
was
really special. And I will publicly thank you again for allowing me to come up into our little booth there and cover a few races on Monday afternoon. That was a joy. That was great.
Fun.
Thank you.
It was fun. I think it's. I wish people could come up and see that little broadcast booth that we have because it's pretty impressive. All of the stuff that Matt puts in there.
Yeah, that's a ton of stuff in there. Not a lot of space.
Nope.
And I got back out to our pop-up at the top of the last turn, and the guy said, well, what's the view like from in there? I'm like, well, it's really good east.
Yes.
And it's okay to the north, but everything behind us. I said, but the coolest part is the start of the race from there.
Yeah.
When they are all coming out that way. I think Doug's ready for us.
Looks like it. First division, the 2-year-old Colt Pacers. We've got, we're not quite ready. We've got live music today down in there, and I see he's got a guitar.
Oh, there he is, right down there in the corner.
Yeah. Nice to have. They do a great job here. I'm going to talk about their program in a little bit because it's a
lot of history here, too.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. And I love that thing I was looking this morning. There's a club for 4-H juniors, young kids, like kindergarten age kids, where they had a little roundup, a poultry roundup this morning over here. I didn't make it in time to check that out, but I was looking at the program last night. Pretty action-packed filled place. They do a lot of stuff going on here in a small, tight, confined neighborhood, basically.
Yes.
Here in Dover.
Everybody is parked as close as they can be to each other.
Yes.
There's not that much space. We got horses out in the infield again today. I see Rosie, little Vans, Clegg's out there. I'm
Yeah.
not sure who else is out there, but they racing out their trailers. Here is the post parade.
Horses are on the track for the first race. Hometown at Colt Stake, 2-year-old Colt and Gelding Pace, $4,654. First division, sponsored by the Tuscarawas County Fair. These are the horses. Number 1, Tsunami King, the driver Brady Clemens. Number 2 is Working Up a Lather, driven by Nick Clegg. 3, Lane Zuma Boy, Alex Hawk drives. Number 4 is Robin the Cradle, driven by Jimmy Smith. 5, Fired Up Henry L, Hank Levan. And number 6,
Jimmy
GPA,
Smith on the 4.
Carson Conrad in the sulky. Horse will take one score and go to the gate. Win, play, show, exact a trifecta, and an early daily double on the first. You have 3 minutes to post.
Okay, let's take a closer look at the horses in this race. This is the 2-year-old Colt Pace Home Talent Colt Stakes, first division, going for a purse of $4,654. Tsunami King, Brady Clemens is up for trainer Eric Nesselrode. Eric also owns. This is a Dancing Yankee gelding out of a Sun Beach Somewhere mare, Hurricane Queen Rose. 10 starts on the year, 6 wins and 2 seconds, earnings of $21,000 plus, and already a record of 2 minutes flat at McConnellsville.
Number 2 is Working Up a Lather, Nick Clegg for Betty Clegg. Kimber Clegg, a lather up gelding by the Sun Beach Somewhere mare Beachwork. 17 out of 24 in the money so far this year. Includes 6 wins, 8 seconds, 3 thirds, just under $34,000 in earnings at a mark of 2:01 and 2 in Ashland. Was second on Wednesday at the Delaware County Fair. Win 2 days prior to that up at Ashland, and a second in Worcester the week before that. So this one's on a good roll.
Lane Suma Boy and Alex Hawk for Shelby Cheeto. Shelby also owns this horse. It's a Summa Cum Laude out of a well-said mare, Don't Speak. Got a record, had $5,900 earned.
Robin the Cradle is the 4, Jimmy Smith for Melvin Byer. For 1 start only so far in this one's campaign. That was at Old Washington last week, and broke at the start, and this one's just getting started.
Fired Up Henry L. Hank Levan drives and trains for Levan Stable. A Catch the Fire out of an Art Major mare, Mistra. 17 starts on the year, 6 wins, 5 seconds, and 2 thirds. 40,000 plus in earnings, a mark of 158 at Bucyrus. He is sitting 6th in the Fair Championship points right now.
And the 6 is 11 out of 13 in the money. That's GPA. Carson Conrad up for Steve Carter. Mossberger, Carter, Gallagher share ownership. A Summa Cum Laude gelding out of the Yankee Cruiser mare, Artful Dancer. 5 wins, 5 seconds, 1 third place finish, a mark of 59 at Piketon, just under $25,000 in earnings. And the 6 horse here will start from the 2nd tier. Let's take it up to Doug Ballinger for the call of the first race. We're live in Dover, Ohio.
Here they come. Bieber off and pacing, Working Up a Lather, goes right to the front. Fired Up Henry L on the outside. Tsunami King, the inside 3rd. Coming out in 4th, GPA. Field of Pacers moving to the turn. Racing on the outside 5th, Layton Zuma Boy and the early trader as they race on over to the opening 8th. That is Robin the Cradle down the backside, going on over the opening quarter. Field of Pacers settle in straight alignment, and with the lead on the front end, Fired Up Henry L, nose to helmet, Working Up a Lather, getting that 2-hole trip. Tsunami King 3rd, GPA 4th, racing 5th, Ling Zuma Boy, and Robin the Cradle trails the field. Opening quarter in 30 seconds. They race midway round the turn, headed to the 3/8 marker. Fired Up Henry L shows the way. Working Up a Lather 2nd. Tsunami King right there 3rd. 4 lengths off the leaders is GPA. No movement is yet to go after the leader. Ling Zuma Boy is 2nd to last, and 6th and last is Robin the Cradle. Cradle. They're halfway home, and Fired Up Henry L's had it his way so far. Working up a lather second, off a half and an even minute. Tsunami King third, fourth into the turn GPA. Lane Zuma Boy races fifth, and trimming is Robin the Cradle. Midway round the turn, they head up the backside. They're 3/8 out, and the leader is still Fired Up Henry L. He's looking for his 7th on the season. Gapping away now, second is Working Up a Lather. Here comes Tsunami King to the outside third. GPA fourth. Lane Zuma Boy fifth, and trailing the field is Robin the Cradle at the 3/4 in 1:29 and 2. They're into the far turn, and with the lead and opening up, Fired Up Henry L by 3. Tsunami King is coming at him. Working Up a Lather third. GPA fourth. They're off the turn. They're on their way home, and they're all chasing Fired Up Henry L and Hank Levan to the line. It's Fired Up Henry L. Hank Levan to take the first division of the 2-year-old colt pace. Second to 1, Tsunami King. Third to 6, GPA.
All right, Doug, they're telling me.
Time of the mile.
That's what they said.
I'd say 2 minutes, give or take a second.
Yeah, I would too. Half in a minute, 3/4, 1:29 and 2.
No doubt about it. Hank knew he had the best.
Fired Up Henry L. I'm going to say that he's going to be in the top group of horses for the Fair Championship. He was sitting 6th before now with
58 too fast.
Wow. 58 and 2.
Wow. That is our fastest mile of the meet.
Back half and 58 and 2 for Fired Up Henry L. You know, just looking at his last 6 races, and that is, without any question, his fastest last half in a month and a half. That's pretty impressive.
Yes. And he's been racing really good. Just finished 3rd at Delaware. Paces mile in 55 and 1 there.
He raced good that day.
He
You know,
did.
Hank was very
Yep.
patient with him and came to the outside. I think it was at the 3/4 pole, and raced really good. Got a nice check.
Working Up a Lather sitting 2nd in the standings, and Tsunami King 10th. So they will. Working Up a Lather may still stay there. We've just got today. We've got at Coshocton, and then the Montgomery County Fair races that are held at Dayton. And after that, that will be the final points for the Fair Championship, because the Fair Championship will be the very next week.
In Dayton, is that correct? Or
In
is that
Northfield.
Northfield, sorry. That's in Northfield.
David Justice down there.
Yeah,
gonna help the hook.
David had a lot of work this week.
Yeah.
All of Hank's horses came right by where we're positioned out there, and David's back and forth all week long.
Son of Catch the Fire out of Mistra. The Van Stable Woodstock, Ohio, Implement trains and drives the winner. Pacing a mile, 158 into his 7th win of the year. This race sponsored by the Tuscarawas County Fair. Fired Up Henry L. Moves into the DAC Vitamins and Minerals Winner's Circle. Results are official. Number 1, Tsunami King 2. The 2 Working Up a Lather 4. 3 Lane Zuma Boy 5. Number 4, Robin the Cradle 6. 5, Fired Up Henry L, the winner. Number 6, GPA 3. The time 158 and 2. 30 seconds a minute, 129 and 2. 2:45, 6:13 on the bottom. Second race coming up in about 10 minutes, field of 6. There are no changes in the second. Windows are open. Win, play, show. Exact, the trifecta.
Okay, so no changes in the second coming up. We've got a couple horses that are in the top 20 of the Fair Championship points, including Mile Range, who is sitting 5th right now. So we'll be back to look at all the horses in the second race right after this.
History, tradition. For over 100 years, 2- and 3-year-old trotters and pacers have started their careers on the tracks of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. See the future stars of Ohio harness racing at one of the Home Talent's 15 tracks. The stars of tomorrow are racing at a track near you today. The Home Talent Colt Stakes. You can't win them. if you aren't in them.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Welcome back to Dover. It's a busy place here. I know they're going to have a big concert here tonight. I can't remember the name of the act,
those two ladies are really popular that are playing here tonight. Yeah, I can't remember it either. I'll look it up. But
yeah, they've got a big stage up they're constructing, and
giant sound system out there.
Yeah, big sound system. And we've got a guy playing a guitar down in the corner on the apron, so that's a nice entertainment for everybody here. This is an absolutely huge grandstand, so we've got a nice crowd. In a lot of other grandstands, it would probably be a third full of a smaller grandstand.
Absolutely, yeah.
This is a lot of folks. Thanks, everybody, for watching.
I paused on the
certainly
30th
appreciate that.
step on the way up here to where Stephen has his park today to provide our viewers with the best possible view of the races.
Yes, and much further down, and you couldn't see the backside, so he picked a really, really good spot.
Yes, he did.
I noticed that a friend of mine from Wisconsin is tuned in today, Peter Kilby, a very talented photographer on the fair circuit in Wisconsin and Illinois, takes some great photos and posts them, so hi to Peter.
I got to find us.
Who is playing tonight?
I want to find that, and I want to share looking at the comments with you, but I think it might be easier on YouTube.
Maybe. Well, that'd be great if you watch that and I watch this. That would be.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
That would be good because we get comments on both. And
yep.
I have a hard enough time watching the ones on Facebook.
Well, they just kind of scroll past us, which is great. There we go.
I was telling you that they have such a fantastic program here. They've got pictures of the horses that have held the track record. They got a 2-page spread called Meet the Driver about Manny Miller. So that's really interesting, and that's a really great idea.
It is a
for
great
somebody's
idea.
program.
It is a great idea. And I am, I think I mentioned this, I don't know if it was on the air with you the other day or to somebody, but he has had one heck of a summer.
Yeah.
Really done a great job for Chris Beaver, Cash Driving, Hagerman, and a bunch of other folks. So, he's earned that. That's awesome.
He does. I didn't know he has 13 siblings.
Wow.
He's got 6 brothers and 7 sisters. That's a big family. He was raised in Wilmot, Ohio. How old were you your first day in a racing stable? 14. I instantly thought, this is pretty cool from the very first minute, but I never realized how hooked I'd get.
Oh, that's great.
So very nice idea from Tuscarawas to put that in. Like I said, they have pictures of the track record holders. Global Girl holds the trotting track record here. She's got her picture in there. And also, if you buy the program for $2, you instantly have a $2 win wager.
You know who else did that? If you bought your program in Delaware in the cabin, they had a voucher inside.
Oh,
of it.
wow!
Yeah,
that's nice.
it was
that's
good.
Really nice. Yep. Okay, I believe we're getting
Wow.
ready for the post parade.
Go, Doug, go, huh? 2-year-old colt and gelding trotters.
Horses are on the track for the second race, the first division. Geo Colt and Gilding at trot for $3,477. Hartzell's Quality Housing. These are the horses. Number 1 is Smoking Anson with Edward Miller. Number 2, Got the Money Honey. Drew Neal drives. 3, Moonshine Marseille. Justin Irvine up. Number 4 is CS Go Tom with Jason Thompson. 5, Strike Storm, Eric Miller. And number 6, Mile Range, Carson Conrad in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Win, place, shout. Exacta trot on the second race.
So from the rail out, we have Smokin' Anson and Edward Miller. Edward is also the trainer and the owner. This is a Mr. Anson out of a giant hit mare, Paris Filly. 9 starts on the year, 4 wins, has earned almost $14,000. Last win was at Worcester in 2-4. That was just 2 starts back. Also start before that, so 3 back, 1 at Canfield in 2-3-3, and that's his mark, sitting 18th in the Fair Championship points.
Number 2 has Got the Money Honey. Drew Neal in the bike for Rosie Weaver. Shares ownership with Heartland Acres. Cabby D. And David Jury. This is a Ready for Money gelding out of the Donato Hanover mare Ariella. 12 starts this year, 5 wins, 1 third-place finish, $28,594, the highest earnings of the season of the horses competing in this race. Had a break last week at the start out of the 8-hole in Ashland, and a break before that as well in Upper Sandusky. But previous to that, 3 wins in 4 starts. So I think Rosie wants this one to get back on track.
Moonshine Marseille and Justin Irvine from the 3-hole for Gary Martin and Linda Smith, a Marseille out of a credit winner mare, Moonshine Gal. 9 starts on the year, 1 win, 3 seconds and 3 thirds. So that allowed this horse to already make $14,000. That win was at Jefferson in 2:12. After that, he had a couple of nice seconds at Wilmington and Burton. Worcester, third, just back by 3 1/4, trotted that mile in 2:5-3.
Number 4, CS Go Tom. Jason Thompson in the bike for Kerry Merriman. Robert Beachy of Berlin is the owner. A long Tom colt from the Superstar Sabra mare, MZ Friendly. 8 starts this year, includes a win, a second, 2 thirds, mark of 212, earnings of $6,800. Has been 5th, and 4th last 3 races, but has picked up a check in 5 of the last 5.
Strikes Storm and Eric Miller from the 5-hole for trainer D. Houghton. Deidre Houghton and Mark Walker, the owners of the Storm and Norman gelding. It's out of a striking Saber mare, Strike 10. 8 starts on the year, 1 win. Has already earned $8,700. That win was at Northfield Park at the Summit County Fair races that were there in 2-2-1. 2 starts back, had a nice third at Worcester, 2-5-1.
The 6 is Mile Range. Carson Conrad in the bike for Steve Carter. Hatfield Stables, James Crawford share ownership. An in-range gelding from the Yankee Glide mare, Glide on in Sabrina. 11 out of 12 in the money, includes 5 wins, $25,800 in earnings. And this one is in the standings. It jumped into the standings and is currently in 5th place. Let's go to Doug, 2-year-old Colton gelding trotters on the way.
They're off and trotting. Got the Money Honey goes right to the front. On the outside, Mile Range from the inside. Smoking Anson protects that inside position as he races into the turn. CSG Go Tom racing to the inside is Moonshine Marseille, and Mile Range is at the back as he races down the backside as All Stride going to the opening quarter, and Got the Money Honey jumps it off as All Stride. Smoking Anson and Edward Miller show the way up the backside. 2-hole trip to CSG Go Tom. Next and third is Strike Storm racing 4th up the inside. Mile Range after that miscue. Moonside Marseille is now the trader moving through to the inside. Got the Money Honey. Trotting by the opening quarter in 31 seconds. Round the turn to the 3/8 state trot. Smoky Anson's on the front end. The 2-year-old Bay Goat son of Mr. Anson, looking first, 5th of the season, leads the way as he passed the stand for the first time and come to the half. CSG Go Tom right there, second. Strike Storm moving to the outside third. Mile Range is fourth. Racing fifth, Got the Money Honey. And Moonshine Marseille trails the field. Straight alignment, no movement as yet to go after Smoky Anson. At the half in 104 2/5. CSG Go Tom racing second. Moving to the outside, Strike Storm third. Mile Range will come to the outside and pick up that cover as they move around the turn. Then it has Got the Money Honey. Moonshine Marseille trails the field across the backside for the final time. Smoky Anson is the target to the inside. CS Go Tom will need some room. Mile Range is sent 3 wide, but Conrad on the outside. Up the inside, Got the Money Honey. Moonshine Marseille trails the field. 3/4 in 133 2. They trot the far turn, and Smoky Anson has a 2-length lead on the inside. CS Go Tom is next. Between horses, Strike Storm. Mile Range is 3 wide. They come to the top of the stretch, and Smoky Anson turns for home with a 3-length lead. Coming to the line, it's Smoky Anson and Edward Miller to take the first division of the 2-year-old Colt and Gelding Trot. Second to 4, CS Go Tom.
Our writing utensils are in the exact same position.
05, 1/5.
What was the 3/4, Susan?
133 2. I did not catch the first quarter.
31.
31. So 31, 104 2, 133 2, and 205.
Interesting
And
back
1.
half. 29 seconds for the third quarter. 101 3 for the final quarter. But Smokin' Anson lost some competition pretty early in the race there. The 2 and the 6 Got the Money Honey and Mile Range both broke in the first turn. And then Moonshine Marseille broke when he got out of the first turn. And really not a big challenge there for Edward Miller and Smokin' Anson. 5 wins and 10 starts. Edward owns and trains as well. Earnings now going to be about a little over $15,000.
With your boys, Bernie B. Bad, a legend, Secret, Sam's Legend, and Gary. 5 of you for the third. Number 6, Rodeo Jet is scratched. Back to the deck, Vitamin and Minerals Winner Circle. Here's your winner of the second race, the first division of the Hometown Colt Stakes for 2-year-old Colt and Gelding Trotters. Number 1, Smoky Anson, the 2-year-old brown coated son of Mr. Anson out of the Giant Hill Mare. Anson's Paris filly, 5th win of the season. Ed Miller of Ohio owns, trains, and drives. The winner of the mile, 205 1/5. This race sponsored by Hartzell Quality Housing. Results are official. Number 1, Smoky Anson, the winner. 2, Got the Money Honey, 4. 3, Moonshine Marseille, 6. The 4, CSG Go Tom, 2. 5, Strike Storm, 3. And number 6, Mile Range, 5. 205 1/5. 31, 104 2. 133 2. Top down reads 1, 4, 6, 2, 3, 5 on the bottom. Third race is up next. Scratch number 6, Rodeo Jet. Scratch your 6, Rodeo Jet. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta on the third.
I was starting to write down when they left the gate, and I noticed that Carson Conrad put Mile Range behind the 2-horse rather than following the 1-horse. And I thought, this is a really good move because Got the Money Honey is probably going to leave out of there, so he would be right there. And it looked like it was going to work out when they first headed into the turn until they went off stride.
Yeah, I saw that little move by Carson. That was a good move.
Yeah,
it was a good move. 205 for Smokin' Anson, a winner of the second race in the first division of 3 of our 1-mile trot. When we come back for the third, Home Talent Colt Stakes, 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Pacers. First of 3 division, the Duncan Pace, with a purse of $4,527. And we'll be right back after these brief messages.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Okay, back here at Dover, 2 in the books. Only got 12 today.
Only 12
Late day.
today. Yeah. Gonna have a nice late Saturday afternoon after the drives back home to get settled in and get ready for Northfield at 6 o'clock. Had a request to show the odds board before the race starts. I would have to assume the person asking wants that maybe for gambling, but they got to be here in the building to be able to do that. But either way, I'm sorry to tell you that they do not have the remote tote board out here in the infield for us to see, so we do not know.
They do.
Do they?
They do have
Where?
it, yeah. Right, probably covered up by
shoot,
the...
I didn't even see it.
They do have it here, and Steve will put it on when he can, but right before the race, he's kind of looking for horses, so he's not going to put it right before the race. But
I can tell you right now what's going on. The 1 is even money, and the 5 is 5-2, as is the 3. How's that?
Yeah.
Calling tote board odds now in my professional. I have to add that onto my resume. I can read a tote board. Got a couple of good ones in here. A Legend Secret, the 3 is 10 out of 11 in the money so far this year. And
Would Your Boys is sitting 9th, and Legend Secret sitting 11th in those fair championship points.
I'm trying to remember what Rodeo Jet did at Delaware on Thursday, but I don't remember
Oh, it's
how
right
that
there.
performance went. Do you have it on yours?
Yeah, yep, he finished 2nd. Just back by 4 lengths. Paces mile in 154 flat.
And scratch today.
Scratch, yeah. Rodeo Jet is a scratch today. This race is named after Duncan.
I like that horse.
Yep.
The horses are on the track for the 3rd race. Hometown of Colt Stake. 3-year-old Colt and gelding face the Duncan. The 1st division, scratch the 6th, Rodeo Jet. These are the horses for the 3rd race. Number 1 is With Your Boys, the driver Nick Clegg. Number 2 is Bernie Be Bad, driven by Charlie Myrick. Number 3, A Legend Secret, James Day drives. Number 4 is Sam's Legend, driven by Myron Weaver. And rounding out the field, number 5, Gary, Lanny Merriman in the sulky. Scratch number 6, Rodeo Jet. You'll have win, place, show, exacta, and trifecta, and you have 3 minutes to wager on the 3rd.
So as I said before, this race is called the Duncan Pace. Duncan, a foal of 2020, got his first starts on the fair circuits here in Ohio, has gone on to make $834,000, 118 lifetime starts, 40 wins, a mark of 49-1, and he is currently racing at Yonkers Racetrack in New
It's
York.
the coolest thing in the world to see our fair horse,
go on.
still out there going on like that and making all that money and competing really well.
Yeah, yep, he's still racing at a very high level.
Yep.
So Nick Clegg sends out Widger Boys from the rail for Betty and Kimber. A lather up out of an Art Major mare, Profound Beauty, sitting 9th in the fair championship points right now. 4 wins on the year. The last win was at Wellington in 159 flat, and that is his mark.
Number 2 is Bernie Be Bad. Charlie Merrick trains and drives. David Swaney out of Mercer, PA, owns the Shanky Cruiser Gelding out of the Big Bad John mare, Millie Be Gone. 14 starts, a win, 3 seconds, 4 thirds, 10,000 in earnings, mark of 56 and change at Northfield. Nothing but checks in the last 6 starts. Had a 5th at Ashland, a 2nd at Worcester, a 5th at Canfield, 3rd at Canton, 2 at Wilmington, and 2 at Jefferson. And some pretty good fair times there, all in the low 2-minute range.
A Legend Secret and James Day from the 3-hole. James also is the trainer for Power Play Racing 87. This is a bit of a legend out of a Dragon Again mare, Stuck Like Glue. 10 for 11 hitting the board this year with 3 wins. The latest win was at Worcester in 59-3, and that's the fastest he's gone this year. Last start out was at Ashen, second, just back by a neck in 2-1.
Number 4 is Sam's Legend. Myron Weaver drives and trains. CLS Stable owns this bit of a legend gelding from the Noble Sam. Wow, that's a great horse name from the past. Noble Sam mare last, Sam standing. Looking for a first win or first second place finish. Has 1/3 in 16 starts. Had an interference situation at Ashland last week. 5th in Worcester, 8th in Northfield for $9,000. This one just needs probably a little bit more time to get it going.
Starters calling to
And
the
the
gate.
5, Gary. Lanny Merriman drives, trains, and owns. This is a Western Vintage Colt out of an Island Fantasy
Field of
mare.
5,
What's
lining
your
up and moving
fantasy?
in for the Duncan.
10 starts on the year, 2 seconds. Had a nice start at Canfield back to 3 starts ago. Paces mile into 2.
Upstairs to Doug for the call of the 3rd.
I made an attempt, but there's a couple over here you need to get rid of.
They're off and pacing. A Legend Secret goes right to the front. Bernie Be Bad will come out in second. An early chuck for Widger Boys. Behind Widger's Boys into the term is Sam's Legend, and trending the field is Gary. On over to the opening quarter they go. The field of pacers being led by a Legend Secret up the backside. Legend Secret has the lead, but not for long. Up on the outside, Widger Boys. Nick Clegg from 3rd to 2nd. The inside, Bernie Be Bad. Then it is Sam's Legend. Treading the field, Gary hung on the outside. Widger Boys still can't clear. A Legend Secret has the lead as they race by the opening quarter in 29 1/5, midway round the turn, heading on over to the 3/8 mile. A Legend Secret with the lead. 3-year-old bait ground sun by a bit of a legend. Shows the way by a length. Racing second is Bernie Be Bad. Widger Boys now will take that tuck 3rd. Racing 4th is Sam's Legend. Gary's on the outside. He's on the move from 5th. He's now 4th on the outside as they come passes for the first time. A Legend Secret is on the front end. Bernie Be Bad is second. Widger Boys is 3rd. Gary on the outside is 4th. Shuffle to 5th and last is Sam Legend off a half in 59-2. They're on their way to the 5/8, and a Legend Secret will guide them up the backside, leading away. Bernie Be Bad in the 2-hole. Racing on the outside, 3rd, Sam's Legend. Bernie Be Bad on the inside as they head up the backside. They're at the 3/4. A Legend Secret, Bernie Be Bad. Then it is Gary. Tiring Widger Boys as they move into the turn, and on the outside is Sam's Legend at the 3/4 mark in 129-3. Midway round the turn, a Legend Secret has the lead by 3. Racing second as they come to the top of the stretch, Bernie Be Bad. Gary is 3rd. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Sam's Legend on the outside 4th. Widger Boys trails coming to the line. It's a Legend Secret. He'll pick up his 4th win of the season. Home second to 2, Bernie Be Bad. The 5, Gary, will finish 3rd.
Pretty easy trip for a Legend Secret.
And 2.
59 and 2. Well, the boys are kicking it.
Well, that's one tick faster than his lifetime mark, so it does get a new lifetime mark. Was 59.3, now 59.1.
Congratulations, Power Play. James Day. Nice horse. 11 out of 12 in the money this year. Earnings now at about just over $15,000 season to date. Didn't win any races as a 2-year-old, but certainly has come into form here in his 3-year-old season.
We have one of our guys that gets his passport stamped all the time, and he likes to sit up high, but he also likes to bet. So he is making a lot of trips up and down these stairs.
God bless him.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be worth it for me to go up and down and up and down, up and down.
I've come up these stairs twice so far. Both times I've paused on 30.
So Legend Secret sitting 11th before today. So this may help get him up into that top 9.
James would be happy to be up there, huh? That'd be great for them.
We won't know for sure, but this is where you really, people are making changes. Rosie said the last couple of weeks she's been watching the standings really closely.
I see.
Circle. You wanted the 3rd race. The Duncan, 3-year-old cold and gilding pace for $4,527. Number 3, a Legend's Secret. Power Play Racing, 87, Medina, Ohio. 3-year-old brown gilding, but bit of a legend out of Stuck Light Blue. Gets 4th of the season. A mile 159 and 2, a lifetime mark by a 5th of a second. 159 and 2 here at the Tuscarawas County Fair. James Day trains and drives the winner, the 3, a Legend Secret, as they take the Duncan. Results are official. Number 1, Widger Boys, 5. 2, Bernie B. Bad, 2. The 3, a Legend Secret, the winner. Number 4, Sam's Legend, 4. 5, Gary, 3. Number 6, Rodeo Jet was scratched. The time 159 and 2. Fractions of 29 and 1. The half 59 and 2. 3/4 was paced and 129 and 3. Give you a top down of a 5-2-1 4-3. Scratch on the bottom. You have a change on the 1, Forged by Fire. Harvey Hirschberger will drive number 1, Forged by Fire. Win placed show exact.
So 3 in the books. 4 is coming up next. 4 is the 2nd division of the 2-year-old Colt Pacers, going for 46.54. Track record here on the pace is held by Bourbon Street, Hanover, 154 and 4. That's a really good mile out here.
It's a really good mile up there.
That was back in 2016. And the trot and track record is held by Global Girl, 157 and 1. And she also holds the track record at Paynesville. Oh.
Number 3, Big Bonanza.
Late scratch.
In the 4th
In
race.
the 4th. Late scratch, Big Bonanza. So we'll scratch down to a field of 5.
Yep.
And we'll be right back to take a look at all 5. What? Oh.
The future is bright in Ohio. Ohio Sire Stakes, Buckeye Stallion Series, 66 county and independent fairs. Whether it's the Ohio Sire Stakes, the Buckeye Stallion Series, or the county fairs, Ohio has a place for your racehorse. This year, Ohio breds are racing for nearly $23 million in stakes purses. Be part of the winning. Breed, buy, race, win in Ohio.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as Branded by Lindy, Jug Winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
Oop,
There we go.
There we go.
Did our button get stuck?
Got a nice little acoustic guitar player down here in the front of the grandstand. Susan, a few minutes ago, mentioned it's a little troubling because he's not, he's playing over Doug's, finalizing the races and stuff. But in a campground with a fire and a bunch of marshmallows, the dude would be perfect.
He'd be perfect. Yeah.
He'd be right on the money there.
I think he does know now to stop during the race, so that's the good thing. Yeah, he did stop during that. Nope, I didn't hear that change. We do have a scratch in a couple changes. Harvey Hirschberger's driving the 1, Forged by Fire, and Big Bonanza is a scratch. So those are the changes we know about. The 6 horse in this race, I Am the Sea, is sitting first in Fair Championship points. Got 8 wins, 7 seconds, and 3/3. That'll certainly get you up there in those.
Oh, for sure. That's a workhorse, no doubt about it.
He did race at Delaware in the Fair Racing Conference races and finished second. Pace his mile in 54 3 there.
Horses have been called for the 4th race. Hometown Colt Stake, 2-year-old Colt and Gelding Pace for $4,654, the 2nd division. Scratch number 3, Big Bonanza. Harvey Hirschberger drives the 1, Forged by Fire. So he's sponsored by Diedrich Concessions. Number 1 is Forged by Fire, Harvey Hirschberger.
There's 2 1s.
Out. Oh, one's got jog hurt.
Number 2 is I'm a Dancing Man, driver Brady Clemens. 3 is Scratch. The 4, Dragon Shadow with Drew Neal. Number 5, Race On, Eric Miller driving. Rounding out the field, a 2nd-tier start for the 6. I Am the Sea, Nick Clegg in the sulky. Let's take 1 score and go to the gate. Win, play, show. Exacting trifecta wagering on the 4th. They'll be to the gate in about 3 minutes.
Okay, we'll take a look at the horses in this 2nd division. The 2-year-old Colt Pacers, Forged by Fire. Harvey Hirschberger will drive for Betty and Kimber Clegg. This is a Catch the Fire out of Sapphire Flames, who's by Dragon Again. Just getting started, has had just 4 starts on the year. Did pick up a 2nd at Worcester, and that day he paced in 2, 3, and 3. This last week at Delaware, he was in the Ohio Breeders' Championship.
Yep.
Finished 7th, but look at this. Paced in 55 2. Came home in 28 4 for just his 4th lifetime start.
Number 2 is I'm a Dancing Man, Brady Clemens in the bike for Eric Nesselrode. Shares ownership with Powell, Ruff, and McCourt. A Dancing Yankee gelding from the Gear to Gear mares Zabete. 10 starts, 6 wins, 3 seconds. Mark of 57 and a piece at Woodsfield and earnings of $22,000. This one a really impressive win at Old Washington last weekend, 202-1 by 6 lengths. Previous to that, a 2nd at McConnellsville, Marion, and Caldwell, and a win at Woodsfield and Zanesville. So this one is on fire. 9 out of 10 in the money.
The 3 is a scratch. The 4, Dragon Shadow, driven by our Meets leading driver and the Fairs leading driver, all fairs all over the state, Drew Neal. Rosie Weaver trains. Rosie Weaver and Joseph Yoder own this Fear the Dragon. It's out of a Shadow Play mare, Barbara Shadow. 13 starts on the year, 1 win, 4 seconds and 3 thirds. It's been second, third, second in his last 6 starts. Been second or third for 5 of them. Has a mark in the qualifier of 156-1 at Scioto Downs. Has earned $14,420.
Number 5 is Race On, Eric Miller for Isaiah Schrake, who owns with Lisa Bright and Natalie. This is a Western vintage gelding from the man of many missions mare, Miss of Many Matters. 12 starts this year, still looking for the first win, but does have 5 second-place finishes, 1 third-place finish, $8,600 plus in earnings. Last 5 starts, got a check every time. 3rd at Ashland, a 4th at Worcester, 5th at Wauseon, and a 2nd at Canton in 2:06 last quarter in 30 seconds.
I Am the Seed went back to the barn area or the infield area where they were stable. Must have had some kind of a little equipment adjustment. I noticed in the post parade, Nick was kind of looking down, so went back there, but now he's ready to go. So I Am the Sea, Nick Clegg up for Betty and Kimber. A Down by the Seaside out of a Rockin' Image mare, Sassy Q. 8 wins and 7 seconds, along with 3 thirds this year. Has earned almost $38,000. Is sitting first in the Fair Championship points and has a mark in a qualifier of 158-2 at Northfield Park. He will start from the second tier. It'll be interesting to see who he chooses to follow out of there.
Yes, very much so.
Horses are behind the Webkenberg starting gate. I'm hoping
Some of our folks tuning in on YouTube are predicting either the 2 or the 6 to win this race. Good luck to those that are playing, and thanks for watching with us.
Trader. We're all in behind the Mike Webkenberg starting gate for the second division of the 2-year-old Colt and Gelding Pace. And here they come. They're off then, pacing I'm a Dancing Man along with Dragon Shadow as they move into the turn. Coming out in 3rd, I Am the Sea. Forged by Fire 4th, the racing on the outside 5th. Race On as they race on over to the opening 8th. Down the backside, Brady Clemens, I Am a Dancing Man, has the lead, has it by 4. Racing next in 2nd as they head up the backside. That is Dragon Shadow. Racing 3rd, going to the quarter, I Am the Sea. The backside, Race On, and trailing the field, Forged by Fire, by the opening quarter in 27 3/5. They race around the turn, racing on over to the 3/8 mark. I'm a Dancing Man, Brady Clemens the leader, right there second, Dragon Shadow. Racing 3rd is Race On, racing 4th as they pass the stand for the first time. I Am the Sea, and Forged by Fire trails the field. Into the lane, field of Pacers, straight alignment, no movement to go after. I'm a Dancing Man. 2nd is Dragon Shadow. 3rd, Race On. 4th, I Am the Sea, Forged by Fire. At the half in 57-4 to the 5/8 they go. Hot front half, I'm a Dancing Man, the leader by 3.5. Up the backside, Dragon Shadow is 2nd. Racing 3rd is Race On. Racing 4th, I Am the Sea, Forged by Fire. Continues to trail the field across the backside for the final time. The leader, I'm a Dancing Man. 2-year-old Big Golden Son of a Dancing Yankee, looking for his 7th of the year. Racing 2nd is Dragon Shadow. Race On is 3rd. I Am the Sea 4th. Trailing the field, Forged by Fire at the 3/4 mark. 3/4 as they race around the turn, leading the way. I'm a Dancing Man has the lead by 2. They're closing in. Dragon Shadow is next, coming to the line. They're all tiring, but they're coming to the line. I'm a Dancing Man. He's almost there. I'm a Dancing Man completes the dance. Dragon Shadow 2nd, 3rd. I Am the Sea. 8-1.
158-1. Brady Clemens and I'm a Dancing Man sort of strung out the field. Boy, they were.
Sure, he really did. From the very beginning, just opened up and held pretty much a 5-length lead all the way around the racetrack over Dragon Shadow. A couple of early breaks, I Am the Sea and Forged by Fire both had difficulties getting through the first turn, but I Am the Sea was able to come back for a 3rd place finish. and the one ended up finishing 5 out of 5.
Yeah, IMC really came back well from that break.
That break, yeah, it was
it
probably 12 lengths off at
Yeah.
one point there.
But I thought they were going kind of fast when he strings them out like that. You kind of figure, but they went down the quarter in 27 and 3.
Yeah.
From 57
Wasn't
and 4.
expected to see that today. That was a good one. But you know what? This horse has been racing at the fairgrounds at 57, 58, 59, so kind of makes sense. This would have been a good one to race up at the Jug if we could have gotten in up there as I'm a Dancing Man, because it's been a great horse. Now 10 out of 11 with 7 wins season to date, and that'll take earnings up just about to $25,000 on a $13,000 Ohio Select Sale purchase.
And he's just getting started.
He's just getting started.
There's a pink and purple blanket down there waiting for I'm a Dancing Man.
That would have been a good one for Jammies yesterday,
For Jammies,
right?
yeah. Yep. Had a lot of great sponsors here at the Tuscarawas Fair.
Back to the winner's circle.
Into the DAC Vitamin and Minerals Winner's Circle. Your winner, the 4th, the second division of the hometown colt stake. The 2-year-old colt and gelding paces. Number 2, I Am a Dancing Man. Feel Big got a son of Dancing Yankee out of Zabette. 7th win of the season, owned by Eric Nesselrode, D. Powell, D. Rump, Jay McCord, all of Ohio. Eric Nesselrode trains Brady Clemens in the Socky, pacing a mile 158-1. It's the 7th win in 11 tries for I Am a Dancing Man. This race sponsored by Kedrick Concessions. Results are official. Number 1, Forged by Fire, 5. Number 2, I'm a Dancing Man, the winner. Number 3 was scratched. Number 4, Dragon Shadow, 2. 5 race on 4. Number 6, I Am the C3. 158-1, 27-3. 57-4, 127, 5-1 scratch, 2-4, 3 on the bottom. 5th race is up next, field of 7. Dean Beachy Memorial Open Trot for $3,000. Coffee, Templeton, Duke of Lindy, Sweet Soul David, Cautious Lane, Nothing But a Dreamer, Team L, and Irish Coffee. We'll have 5 on gate. The 2 traders will be Team L and Irish Coffee. Bring them right on.
Nice full field of open trotters for the Dean Beachy Memorial coming up.
Yeah, this sure
is. This should be a good one. What I say, the track record for trotters here, 57-1. I don't know.
$1.5 million in earnings amongst these 7.
What's the 7? Oh, we'll take a look at all 7 of these right after these messages.
Make summer memories this year at the Ohio County Fairs. The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association will be live streaming every race this year, and we want you to be there. Be a part of the excitement with the 2025 Ohio County Fair Racing Passport. Stop by the OHHA broadcast location in the grandstand to pick up your passport and stamp. Get stamps at every fair you attend. Prizes will be awarded to those that attend the most racing programs. Get your passport at the first fair you attend or call the OHHA office at 614-221-3650. Harness Racing, the fastest ride at the fair.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs, jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Hey, welcome back. I was just looking for, they have a little, this is the Dean Beachy Memorial, and they had a little article about Dean Beachy. Dean Beachy was a prominent auctioneer and horseman, known very well industry-wide and locally, selling at several horse sales across our state and beyond. Dean truly had his finger on the pulse of Ohio racing. His love and knowledge of the standardbred market lives on through his sons today. Mount Hope Auction and Kaufman Realty are proud sponsors of these memorial races, in which we can remember and carry on these two great legacies with racing at our fair.
Very nice.
Very nice.
It's warming up a little bit, huh?
It is.
Yeah.
It has gotten hotter. Yeah, we need a fan up here, because the big fan in the sky is turned off. It is not. The flag is just hanging still.
I had one all week right up my face.
Did you?
One of those little clip on the side of the chair things. Yeah. It's the only thing that prevented me from perspiring profusely, because it was warm up there, but it never got miserable in Delaware this week.
You're right. It did not.
You know,
it was just,
never got miserable. It just got warm.
Yeah. I keep getting these memories on Facebook. You get those, and I keep getting them. A few years back, we did full-size cardboard cutouts of some of the drivers. We did Matt Cacalia, Brian Brown. We did Ronnie Wren and Chris Page, and I think somebody else too. But we took them all over the fairgrounds at Delaware, and we put them in different places and took pictures of them.
That's great.
And we ended up auctioning them off for PACER. And they brought quite a bit of money, and then we had to ship them. Matt Cacalia went all the way to Florida, so with a series of horse fans, he ended up finally getting down to Florida. So it was really a fun thing to do.
Oh, that's great. We had such a good crowd turning out at the OHHA tent over the course of the week.
Yes.
It was really great to have that presence up there and see the level of interest that many of our fans only get to see us at their local fairs. Came out to see us in Delaware.
The Dean Beachy Memorial Open Trot for $3,000. Sponsored by Mount Hope Auction. A field of 7. R.B. Hirschberger will drive the 5. Nothing But a Dreamer. Keith Cash driving the 7. Irish Coffee. These are the horses. Number 1 is Templeton. Lifetime earnings $118,000. Jimmy Shelton drives the 1, Templeton. Number 2, Duke of Lindy, David Justin, $143,000 in lifetime earnings. Number 3, Sweet Soul David, $410,000 with Manuel Miller. Nick Clegg, the 4, Cautious Lane, $398,000 lifetime. 5, Nothing But a Dreamer, Harvey Hirschberger, $223,000 for the 5, Nothing But a Dreamer. Team L, the 6, $190,000. Hank Levan, the 6, Team L. And number 7 is Irish Coffee, $123,000. Keith Cash Jr. in the sulky behind the 7, Irish Coffee. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Win, play, show, exacta trifecta on the 5th. 3 minutes to post. 3 minutes.
A bunch of nice trotters in this race, starting with Templeton. Jimmy Smith owns, trains, and drives a 5-year-old gelding by Muscle Mass. 58 lifetime starts, 6 wins, $118,000 in earnings. He has a 4-year-old mark of 156-4 at Dover Downs.
Number 2 is Duke of Lindy, David Justice for Mike Downey, who trains and owns. This is a Cantab Hall gelding from the Love You mare, Nashville Lindy. 37 starts, 1 win, 6 seconds, 4 thirds, 10,000 plus in earnings, mark of 204 at Sydney. Raced in Delaware this week, had a 7th place finish up there in a $12,000 Signature Series race. Previous to that, a 3rd in Upper Sandusky and a 3rd in Kenton.
Sweet Soul David, Emmanuel Miller will drive for Herman Hagerman and Daniel Schrock. This is a 7-year-old by Cadabra. He's had 126 lifetime starts with 26 wins, earnings of $410,000, almost $411, a 7-year-old mark. So this year, the fastest he's ever gone, 154 at Miami Valley earlier this year, won 3 out of his last 6 starts at Worcester, Wellington, and Attica.
Number 4, Cassius Lane, Nick Clegg for Betty. Nick Clegg owns a Cash Hall gelding from the American Winter Mare, winning colors K. This one's 7 out of 13 in the money, includes 5 wins, 2 seconds, mark of 55-2, and just under 14,000 in earnings. Been racing real good, last 6 races, a 4th, a win at Worcester, a 2nd at Worcester, a win at McConnellsville, 2nd at Wauseon, and a win at Canfield.
Nothing but a dreamer. Harvey Hirschberger will drive for Betty and Kimber Clegg. This is a 5-year-old by Muscle Mass. 97 lifetime starts, 24 wins, has earned $223,000, has a 3-year-old mark of 153-4, has a mark this year of 156-4. Winner of 2 of the last 6 starts. He raced last night, but I do not have the results for that.
Number 6, Team L, Hank Levan. Levan trains, Levan stables. Rosemary Levan are owners. Team 6 mare out of the Angus Hall. Mare Ariana Hall, 35 starts this year, 6 wins, 2 seconds, 3 thirds, 20,000 in earnings, 190,000 life to date.
Keith Hass Jr. drives the 7 Irish Coffee for trainer Betty Clegg, owner Triple D Stable, a 5-year-old gelding by Father Patrick, 82 lifetime starts, 12 wins, 124,000 in earnings, a mark of 53-4 at the Meadowlands.
Let's go up to Doug for the call of the 5th, the Dean Beach Memorial Open Trot.
They were off and trotting. Sweet Soul David goes right to the front. Cautious Lane comes out in 2nd. Nothing but a dreamer on the outside. Inside for Templeton. He's well placed 4th as they move into the turn. Racing 5th is Duke of Lindy. Trotting 6th is Team L, and off stride is Irish Coffee. Field of 7 make the way up the backside in front in the field. Sweet Soul David, Emmanuel Miller lead the way. They have the lead by a length. Nose to helmet, Nothing But a Dreamer is next. Cautious Lane 3rd. Templeton is 4th. 5th is Duke of Lindy. 6th is Team L, and Irish Coffee is the trader, but he's only 8 from the front. They trot by the opening quarter and move to the turn. They're at the quarter in 29-3, and Sweet Soul David's on a length lead as they race around the turn. Right there, 2nd is Nothing But a Dreamer. Trotting 3rd is Cautious Lane. Racing 4th as they pass the stand for the first time and come on over to the halfway point is Templeton. Moving to the outside, here comes Duke of Lindy. Up the inside is Team L, and Irish Coffee's the trader. They're halfway home. Sweet Soul David the leader by a length. Nothing But a Dreamer is next. Racing to the inside, Cautious Lane. Moving with trot on the outside, Duke of Lindy. At the half in a minute and a 5th. Down the backside they go. Templeton moves to the outside. Irish Coffee to the outside. Shuffle to 6th and last. Team L down the backside of the 3/4 they trot. Sweet Soul David's trying to take them all the way. Duke of Lindy on the outside 2nd. Up the inside, Nothing But a Dreamer. Templeton the outside. Cautious Lane to the outside. T-Mel 6 to the outside. Irish Coffee at the 3/4 in 1:31 and 1. They race around the turn. Sweet Soul David opens up by 2. Racing second, Nothing But a Dreamer. Up the inside, Templeton is third. They come to the top of the stretch and indeed Michi. They're off the turn. They're on their way home through the lane and coming to the line. It is Sweet Soul David on the outside. Nothing But a Dreamer, but on the line, Sweet Soul David and Manny Miller will take the Dean Beachy Memorial Trot. The mile, 2 minutes, 1/5.
Great rating job by Manny.
Absolutely.
Manny Miller, 29 and 3, a minute and 1, 2 minutes and a 5th. And really never challenged. I mean, at one point, Nick came to the outside, about the half, just around the half with Cassius Lane, but didn't have enough to get past him, and they pretty much sat 3-5-4-1 or 3-4-5-1 or 3-5-1-4 all the way around the track.
Duke of Lindy made a big move at the half, and I thought he was just going to keep right on going, but then he got to the backside and kind of got a little tired and backed up a little
tired,
bit.
yep.
Yeah, Manny did a great job of rating that mile and came home in 29 seconds flat. So he still had enough in the tank.
Yes, he did.
Nothing But a Dreamer second. Nothing But a Dreamer was a $21,000 purchase as a yearling. He's only 5 years old. A lot of racing days ahead of him, and
Made
already he is
$223,000 so far.
10 times his purchase price.
That's how they can afford all the gas to drive that darn horse trailer to 68 different fairs over the course of the summer.
Nice looking horse, this Sweet Soul David.
Nice looking horse, got a nice step to it.
Nice and relaxed right now.
Sweet Soul David, 6 wins and 26 starts. Picks up $1,500 for the win. That's $44,000 year to date.
Manny's got this winner's circle thing timed down. He was going down until he looked over his shoulder, saw the Hagermans were here, and then turned them and come back.
Oh, good move.
Moving into Zach Vitamins and Minerals Winner's Circle. Number 3, Sweet Soul David. 7-year-old brown gelding by Cadabra out of Sunday mare. 27th career win for Sweet Soul David. Daniel Strock, Millersburg, Ohio. Cameron Hagerman Grange. Manny Miller in the sulky, running the mile. 2 minutes, 1/5. Result facing number 1, Templeton 3. 2, Duke of Lindy 6. The 3, Sweet Soul David, the winner. Number 4, Cautious Lane 4. 5, Nothing But a Dreamer finished second. Number 6, T-Mel 5, and number 7, Irish Coffee 7. The time 2 minutes 1/5. 29 and 3, a minute and a 5th. 1:31 and 1. 3:61, 4:25. 7 on the bottom. 6th race is up next. Win place show. Exact and try. Field of 6. There are no changes in the 6th race. No changes. Windows are open.
I'm pretty sure that was Morgan Hagerman at the head of the horse, giving that horse a lot of pets. I mean, it's got to be one of the favorites in their stable, a nice old trotter like that.
They had a pretty big presence, Delaware, this week.
Yes, they
Hagerman
did.
Stable.
Yep.
A lot of entries this week. The 5th is complete. The 6th is next. Home Talent Colt Stakes, 2-year-old colt and gelding trotters. That'll be the 2nd division of 3. Or 4, actually. I think it might be 4. 4, 12. Yep, 4. So 2nd division coming up next. Got a couple of good ones in here, featured by Short Range with Charlie Merrick. And we will introduce you to the contestants when we come back after these brief messages. You're watching Live Harness Racing, brought
History,
to you.
tradition. For over 100 years, 2- and 3-year-old trotters and pacers have started their careers on the tracks of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. See the future stars of Ohio harness racing at one of the Home Talent's 15 tracks. The stars of tomorrow are racing at a track near you today. The Home Talent Colt Stakes. You can't win them if you aren't in them.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Sixth race coming up next. 1 mile trot. 2-year-old Colton Gelding, second division. Times have been pretty good today for the boys.
They have. They have been pretty good. Just got a text about on Saturday, September 27th, Dayton Raceway will host the $2.4 million Ohio Sire Stakes Finals and the $1 million Dayton Derbies. There will be an exclusive cut dinner and cocktail party for all the owners and trainers of all participating horses. The cocktail party will be held from 4 to 6 in a tent located between the paddock and the grandstand. Complimentary cocktails and hors d'oeuvres will be served. The buffet-style dinner will begin at 6:30 in the upper racing. It will include prime rib, Italian sausage, baked ziti, and herb roasted chicken, all for just $40 a person. Reservations for both should be called into Kim, and I have a number here if anybody's interested. Seating is limited. Get your reservations in early. And for fans who do not want to eat there's going to be open seating are going to be available in the lower racing and outside areas.
Very nice.
As well as several food trucks to provide dining options. Post time will be 6:30. That's going to be a huge night.
That's next Saturday.
That's next Saturday.
A week from today.
Yes.
Dayton Raceway.
Dayton Raceway, not only the 8, at a minimum, the 8 $300,000 championships, Scarlet Championships for all divisions, and including then the Dayton Derbies, which always Grand Circuit
Draws
racing,
good. Yes, it does.
Good. Yeah.
Yep.
It's going to be
the last time I was over there was to see Twinbee Joe Fresh when he sealed his victory as the age mare pacer of the year. That'll be fun. Next Saturday, huh?
Big night, yeah. So come if you can, but if you can't come, we will be broadcasting it live on our OHHA social media pages, so you can watch it all there. Jay Wolf would be there doing some commentating, so that'll be, Jay's always good.
Jay's always great.
Yeah. Gives him a whole week to get over Delaware.
Has to open up a new folder. Here come the horses for the sixth race. Let's take it up to Doug Ballinger for the post parade. 2-year-old Colton Gelding trotters.
The horses are on the track for the sixth race. Home Talent Colt Stake. 2-year-old Colton Gelding trot, $3,477. Charm harness and boot blanket. These are the horses. Number 1 is Person. The driver, Hank Levan. Number 2, Vicky's All-Star with Darren Harvey. The 3 was Salon the Wind, driven by Alex Hawk. Here's the 6, Short Range with Charlie and Myrie. The 4, Pickle Shot with Drew Neal. And number 5, Lightful Ranger, Justin Irvine in the sulky.
Whoa.
Horse to take one score and go to the gate. Win, play, show. Exacta trifecta.
Justin has his hands full with
he sure
the
does.
5, Lightful Ranger. He just keeps kind of weaving back and forth, I think, trying to keep him off his game so he just doesn't go in a straight line,
Yeah.
weaving to try and slow him down a little bit. But
Well, let's take a look at them.
from the rail, we have Burson. Hank Levan owns or trains and drives Levan Stables. Rosemary Levan and Megan Levan, the owners. This is a What the Hill of the Jarnboro Mare. Let's get started. 5 starts on the year, 1 second. That second place finish was at Salina. Trotted in 2:05 and 2 that night.
Number 2 is Vicky's All-Star. Darren Harvey trains and owns. Wayne Mast, Callum Racing of Chagrin Falls are the owners. This is an in-range gelding by the Valley Victor mare, Vicky. All 11 starts this year, 1 win, 3 seconds, 2/3, 12,000 plus in earnings, a mark of 207 at a qualifier at a sloppy Northfield track, but has picked up a check in the last 6 fair starts. Had a 4th last week in Ashland, a 4th in Worcester after coming off a break and 18 lanes back, and a 4th in Canfield.
Whistle on the Wind, Alex Hawk up for Earl Owings, Richard Owings, the owner. This is a What the Hill out of a Cantab Hall mare, Can Frisco. 13 starts on the year, 3 wins and 4 seconds, earnings of almost $20,000. The fastest win was at Woodsfield in 2-4 and 1. Whistle in the Wind is sitting 10th in the Ohio Fair Championship points. Had a nice start out last week at Ashland, finished 4th, trotted in 2-5 and 1.
Number 4 is Pickle Shot. Drew Neal for Rosie Weaver. Rosie, Heartland Acres, Cabby D LLC on this long-time gelding. From the Don't You Forget It mare, Lady Mayflower. 9 starts this year, 6 times in the money, includes 3 wins, a second and 2/3. Just under $13,000 in earnings at a mark of 204 at McConnellsville. This has been a good one for Rosie and the owners. 3rd last week on Tuesday up at Delaware. Raced for $5,400. Previous to that, a win after a break at the start at Old Washington, a win at McConnellsville. A couple of break issues on and off, but usually comes back and able to get a check.
Delightful Ranger and Justin Irvine from the 5-hole for trainer Gary Martin. Gary owns this in-range colt along with B. Kleinberg, and Lee Unkefer. This in-range out of a Craze mare, Culinary Delight, has had 8 starts on the year, 3 wins. Last win was 3 starts back at Burton in 2:10 and 1. Fastest win was 2, 3, and 4 at Northfield.
And number 6 is Short Range. Charlie Merrick trains, drives, and owns an in-range gelding by the Majestic Sun mare, Short Rain. 9 out of 11 in the money, includes 2 wins, 5 seconds, 2/3, 205 and 3 at Canton, and $15,700. This one will start from the 2nd tier, and the horses are on the final turn, headed toward the top of the stretch. Home Talent Colt Stakes 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters, purse of $3,477. Let's take it up to our friend Doug Ballinger for the call of the 6th.
They're off then, trotting. Whistle on the Wind, and Alex Hawk go right to the front. Coming out in 2nd is Vicky's All-Star. 3rd on the outside, Delightful Ranger. Burson, the inside, is 4th, and Burson jumps it off. Short Range moving through now 5th and trailing the field. As he reaches around the turn, Pickle Shot down the backside, going to the opening quarter. Whistle on the Wind, Alex Hawk showed the way. Getting that 2-hole trip across the backside. Vicky's All-Star. Delightful Ranger is 3rd, some 4 lengths from the front. 4th Range is next in 5th, racing 6th. Pickle on the shot as he races by the opening quarter and trailing the field. Burson by the quarter in 30 and 2/5. Round the turn to the 3/8 they go. Whistle on the Wind has the lead. 2-year-old Brown Good, son of What the Hill, looking for his 4th of the year, shows the way as he passed the stand for the first time. Vicky's All-Star next in 2nd. Delightful Ranger buried 3rd, 4th on the outside. Pickle Shot in the cover flow on the outside is Short Range and trailing the field. Burson, they're halfway home. The leader is Whistle on the Wind. Pickle Shot on the outside 2nd. Vicky's All-Star buried third. Up the inside fourth. Delightful Ranger. Short range is sixth. And the outside Burson at the half. 103 and 4/5. They're at the 5/8. Whistle on the wind. Still there, but 3 parts of a length. But here comes Pickle Shot. And Drew Neal up on the outside. Short range is next and third. Up the inside. Delightful Ranger fourth. Burson Racing fifth. Vicky's All-Star off stride trails the field at the 3/4 mark. They're into the far turn and leading away around the turn. Pickle Shot. Whistle on the wind. Delightful Ranger short range around the turn. 3/4, 133 and 4. Little better than an eighth of a mile to trot. Pickle Shot and Drew Neal drawn away. Whistle on the wind is next. Moving to the outside. Short range. Delightful Ranger on the outside. Coming to the line. It's Pickle Shot. Pickle Shot. Drew Neal. Second to sixth short range. Home third. Whistle on the wind.
Pickle Shot.
Pickle Shot.
Nicely done.
Pickle Shot is just fun to say.
It is.
2:04.
It is. Pickle Shot.
Yep.
4 out of 10 in the winner's circle this year for Rosie Weaver's Pickle Shot. That purse worth about $1,700. Take earnings up to about $14,600. And 2:04 was the time of the mile. And her previous lifetime best was 2:04 and 1. So I think Pickle Shot has established a new lifetime record for himself. Did Rosie bring both dogs to the winner's circle yesterday?
Yesterday at the end, yep.
Do you believe how big that little one has gotten in 9 months?
They are
They're about the same size.
big, nice dogs. Very protective
Oh,
of
boy.
Rosie.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
to say the least.
Rosie is their girl, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Those are not the kind of dogs you just want to walk up to and
Nope.
put your hand in front of their face if they don't know you.
Yeah.
More live music from the grandstand here at the fairgrounds in Dover.
Pickle Shot owned by Rosie, Heartland Acres, and Cabby D.
The Dak Vitamin and Minerals Winner's Circle. Number 4, Pickle Shot, the 2-year-old big little son of a long Tom. Out of Lady Mayflower, 4th of the year in 10 tries. Rosie Weaver, Heartland Acres, Gabby D. LLC owned, Rosie Weaver trains. Drew Neal in the Sulky. The mile, 2:04. Lifetime mark for Pickle Shot. Take the second division. Joe Colton Gelding Trot for $3,477. The Charm Harness Trot. 563-142. Results are official. Number 1, Burson 5. The 2, Vicky's All-Star 6. Number 3, Whistle on the Wind 3. 4, Pickle Shot, the winner. Number 5, Delightful Ranger 4. 6, Short Range 2. The time 2:04. 30 and 2/5, 133 and 4, 103 and 4, 563, 142 on the bottom. 7th race, the Bud Lammers Memorial Open Pace for $3,000. Number 2, Sunny Honey, make the driver Chris Hirschberger, the 2, Sunny Honey. Field of 7, win, play, show, exacta trot. On the 7th will be out shortly.
Halfway through the program.
Halfway through the program.
7th coming up is the Bud Lammers Memorial Open Pace. So 7 in it. So we'll be back to look at all 7 of these right after this.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to ohha.com. That's ohha.com.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Okay, we are back for the 7th race. Michael was talking about how he likes so much to see these older horses, and I agree. This is just a nice place for them to come and race well.
Yeah, I mean, they don't make $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 in a lifetime without having raced in some really big races, you know. And the fact that the owners and the trainers and everybody are comfortable bringing them here to race for, you know, as little as $3,000 or $1,500 in some of the Signature Series purses. I mean, it's just, it's like the heart of the whole fair thing, you know, when they do that. I think it's super cool, and it doesn't mean that they won't end up again racing for, you know, big money somewhere along the line.
Right.
Because you got some pretty good horses in here.
Horses like this that just like to race. I mean, they're kind of a horse gets like this and been racing so long, they need a job. You know, a lot of them are not happy just turned out.
Right.
Everybody says that. Or say, oh, well, they just turn them out, let them be a horse. But they've been a very specific kind of horse. They've been a racehorse that has worked probably since they were a yearling and worked with just limited time off in between. Yeah. Those kind of horses need a job, whether it's racing here in the Signature Series, whether it's being a riding horse so people take them on trail rides or show them. They need something to do.
Move.
They need that purpose.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it when they all show up here, and I love it when you see the stories of them doing something else besides racing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's warming up here in Dover.
It is. It is warm.
It was cool and refreshing upon arrival, and now it is. It's actually, there is some cloud cover. That's probably what's making us feel a little bit of humidity for the first time all week.
Yes.
Because we had some really nice dry conditions. Basically, just a couple of days of rain over the last 3 weeks or so. I mean, our weather has been great here, particularly compared to what we went through in the summer.
Yeah.
In June, July, and early through August.
Could definitely use some rain now, though.
Coming Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If they're right, it's 60, 70% in the forecast almost the whole week, starting Tuesday.
That'd be nice as long as it's done by Saturday night.
Exactly right. Thinking the same thing.
Biggest night of racing in Ohio Saturday night for the Ohio breds.
Post parade for the 7th race, the Bud Lamers Memorial.
The horses are on the track for the 7th race, the Bud Lamers Memorial Open Pace for $3,000. These are the horses. Number 2 is Sunny Money with Chris Hirschberger. Number 5, Rockin' with Queen, Alex Hawk drives. Number 4, Heart for One Guy with Harvey Hirschberger. 3, Hammer and Hank, Nick Clegg, the driver.
Out it.
Number 6 is Mancino, the driver, James Day. 7 PJ Lou, Carson Conrad in the sulky. Note the 1, Belmister Steve will be out shortly. Will race, will pass in front of the stands. The 1, Belmister Steve.
I'm just going to read you this quick text from, or the quick post from Roger Houston. Rosie Weaver brought 3 of her caretakers to the judge yesterday for a day away from the barn, as well as both dogs. I was able to talk her into coming to the booth with me at about the same time Governor DeWine came as well. Rosie had a lengthy talk with the governor about harness racing.
Oh, how great is that?
That is great.
That's great.
So let's go down these horses in the open pace. Mr. Steve and Drew Neal for Larry Clayball. William Clayball and Larry Clayball, the owners. A 5-year-old gelding by Stevensville. Has had 95 lifetime starts, 17 wins, including the Signature Series final at Delaware earlier in the week in 152-3.
Number 2 is Sunny Money. Chris Hirschberger in the bike for Stephen Harris. Madison Hochstedler at Dover here owns this one. A JK End of an Era mare from the Cheyenne Ray Mail, Do Me Honor. It's had 5 starts this year, no wins, just 1 second and 1 third. A mark of 59-1 in a qualifier, $29,000 in lifetime earnings, and a mark of 154-2 at Hoosier Park.
Hammer and Hank and Nick Clegg and Betty Clegg for JB Racing and Stephen Kolnowski. This is a 6-year-old Captain Treacherous gelding. Has had 80 starts on the year, 14 wins, $443,000 in earnings, a mark of 151 this year and 2 at Pocono Downs, a lifetime mark as a 2-year-old of 151-1 at the Meadows. Just a recent acquisition to the Clegg stable. They had him at Old Washington where he won in 59 and then also at Ashland.
Yeah, it's an interesting acquisition. This one was owned by Joe Bongiorno, JB Racing out of Freehold, New Jersey, and had been racing at the Poconos through most of the fall season, and now here with the Cleggs. And number 4, Hard Phone Guy, Betty Clegg with Harvey Hirschberger in the bike. Harvey owns this one, a Fear the Dragon gelding out of the Royal Majesty mare, Gracie's Parade. 31 active starts this year, 2 wins, 5 seconds, 8 thirds. Mark of 59 and a piece at McConnellsville, $6,300 in earnings. Had a 4th in the free-for-all at Ashland last week. Raced on Sunday up at Delaware, 155-3. Previous to that, a win at Upper Sandusky and McConnellsville.
The 8-year-old mare Rockin' Requiem and Alex Hawk will leave from the 5-hole for trainer Stephen Harris. Owner Gene Will says the Rockin' Amadeus has had 138 starts, 28 wins, $174,000 in earnings. A 6-year-old mark of 152, but this year has a mark of 55-2 at Northfield Park.
And number 6, Mancino, James Day in the bike. Trains, Power Play Racing, a Sunshine Beach gelding from the Better's Delight mare, Lady Sino. Looking for first win of the season to go along with 6 seconds and 8 third-place finishes. Has $12,519. Lifetime, $153,000 and 105 first, seconds, or thirds out of 265 races.
P.J. Lou and Carson Conrad from the 7-hole for trainer Steve Carter and Caldwell Mamie Racing, LLC. This is a 6-year-old gelding by Sweet Lou. He's had 78 lifetime starts, $367,000 in earnings, a mark as a 6-year-old. So this year at Miami Valley went 48-2. Has been off a while. Last start was in the Open on 6:30 at Miami or at Scioto Downs. Had a qualifier early in July, and then was scratched sick on August 16th. So just getting back to the races. So we'll see how P.J. Lou is.
Doug's calling him to the gate, but I only see 5 horses out of 7. One.
So no, I see them all.
Do you? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yep. Hiding behind the trailers again. This should be a good one. What was the track record here for Pacers?
54 and something.
Yeah, I don't know that they'll get there, but they might get close. The Bud Lamers Memorial Open, a purse of $3,000, a mix of gelding and mares. We'll send it up to Doug Ballinger for the call.
Ready for a start. Here they come. Deeper off and pacing, that's Rockin' Queen firing for the lead. Hammering Hank comes out in second. Mr. Steve racing third. Field of Pacers into the turn. Mancino comes out in fourth on the outside. Hard for one guy's caught wide as they move into the turn. Racing next around the turn. That is PJ Lou. Down the backside they go, and taking a tuck is headed up the backside. That is Sonny Money on over to the opening quarter. Alex Hawk, Rocker McQueen have the lead, have it by a length. Hard for one guy right there, second. Mr. Steve on the outside. Hammering Hank in the inside. Mancino is next around the turn. PJ Lou, Sonny Money trails the field. Off a quarter in 28 4/5. The end of the lane first time. Coming on over to the halfway point. Chop of the field. Alex Hawk, Rocker McQueen show the way. On the outside, Mr. Steve. And Drew Neal racing third at the half. Hard for one guy. Racing fourth, Hammering Hank. Fifth is Mancino. Sixth is PJ Lou. Seventh last is Sonny Money. They're halfway home, and Rockin' McQueen has them at the half in 57 2. Long mile for Mr. Stevie's first up. Locked in third, hard for one guy on the outside. Here comes Hammering Hank from fourth. Mancino moves to the outside fifth. They're across the backside for the final time. PJ Lou, second to last. Sonny Money can see them all at the three quarters, trying to take them all the way. Rockin' McQueen, he's almost there. Mr. Steve on the outside. Hard for one guy up the inside. Hammering Hank moves to the outside. Three quarters in 127 2. And it looks like it's a tiring Rockin' McQueen. They're closing in on the outside. Here comes Mr. Steve. Hard for one guy. Buried. He needs room. They're off the turn. They're on their way home in the Bud Lummers. Rockin' McQueen is almost there. They're coming from everywhere. They're coming after him. Rock McQueen trying to fend them off. Alex Hawk, gate to wire with Rock McQueen. Hard for one guy up the inside to close for second. Be a photo for show.
Wow.
159.
That would be a photo. Boy, I Rockin' Requiem hung on a great mile.
Yeah.
He was pushed the whole time. It wasn't like he had a breather.
No.
He was constantly pushed. Mr. Sleeve, I thought he was going to catch him, and they both were kind of looked tired here right straight across from us before they got to the three-quarter pole. But
no question about it. You could see that Alex was getting every last inch he could have out of Rockin' Requiem, but that was a good one. And PJ Lou, I guess that's probably just a tightener for the Carter barn after that long layoff. Just getting back out on the track and going around one time just to see how he does.
Yeah, just coming off of being sick, and it's been over a month since that was. So
yeah.
I just want to read this about Bud Lammers. Raymond Bud Lammers was a longtime Tuscarawas County Fair Board director and harness racing advocate. Bud contributed many years to every facet of our fair, our racing program and track. He took great pride in. In his passing, former director Ed Corman carried on Bud's legacy to make sure our race days were the strongest they could be every year. We are very thankful for the servitude and commitment that paved the way for our ongoing races today and to come at the Tuscarawas County Fair. We honor Bud with our 5th annual memorial pace in his name.
Very, very cool.
Yeah. Rockin' Requiem was a $9,000 purchase as a yearling at the Buckeye Classic sale. Now has $176,000.
Winner's circle. 8-year-old bay mare by Rockin' Ahmed Davis. No picnic mare. 29th career win, second of the season. Eugene Will, Fredericksburg, Ohio. Stephen Harris trains. Alex Hopp in the sulky. Mile 1:59. Results are official. Number 1, Bill Mr. Steve, 5. Number 2, Sunny Money, 7. 3, Hammering Hank, 3. The 4, Hard for One Guy, 2. Number 5, Rocker McQueen, the winner. 6, Mancino, 4. Number 7, PJ Lou, 6. The time, 1:59, 28 and 4, 57 and 2, 1:27 and 2, 5:73, 2:14, 6 on the bottom. 8th race is up next, the field of 5. Win, play, show, exact the trifecta. Number 3, Down by the Parade. Make the driver Harvey Hirschberger. Harvey Hirschberger, the 3, Down by the Parade. Booze Boy, Dracos.
There's 5 horses in the 8th race. In the program pages we have in front of us, there are 6 lines for each horse. And in those 30 lines, nobody has missed out on a check. We've got some money earners here coming up. This will be 3-year-old Colton Geldings in the 2nd division with a purse of $4,527. You're watching Live Harness Racing, brought to you by the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. And we thank you for being with us. Let's get a short message in from our sponsors.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out, Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
All right.
54 fairs.
Woo.
Passport program picked up a little steam this year. There's some very active players.
It's been competitive. We've got a couple guys, but he's been to
54.
54 already, and he
Yeah.
plans going to
Coshocton,
Lancaster,
Dayton,
and Montgomery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whew.
Yeah. He's going to fill it up.
He already admitted he's not going to do this again
He
next
did. That
year.
was so funny. I'm done. I
Yeah.
can't do it again.
He's put on a lot.
A lot of miles.
A lot of miles.
Oh, my gosh, yes. A ton of miles.
But I think he's had a great time, met a lot of people. He retired this year, so he had some time to do something. He said that was his goal, to go to as many fairs as he could.
Yep.
And
friendly competitors.
Yes.
He's talking to somebody that might be in second or third
Yep.
place.
He's had a lot of fun. So it's kind
And
of
he's a gambler.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
a gambler also. But like me, kind of a mellow gambler, if you will.
Yeah, there he is. He's there. Probably our winner of the passport program. We don't know until it's all done, but I'm
Nope.
going to say I've seen him more than anybody else.
How do they get submitted after the last fair?
If you're at one of the last fairs, give it to one of us.
Okay.
If you aren't at one of the last, then just mail it in.
To the
But
Grove
like
City office.
if your
yeah.
last fair was today, just give it to us today, and we'll take it into the office. And
There you go.
it just he had a good idea, because I said to him, "Don't lose it," and he said, "I think I'm going to take a picture of each page," and that would be a really smart thing to do if you are mailing it in too, because goodness gracious, the mail is slow nowadays.
It is.
And not great.
No.
No offense to any mail people out there.
No, it's not your
It's
fault.
not your fault,
No,
but,
we know. It's
We
okay.
have- I know that I have gotten in nominations or mayor registrations that were properly postmarked, before the 15th of March, and I didn't get them for almost a month. So it just kind of, some of them sit someplace, I don't know.
That's pretty bad.
That is bad.
Could walk it there in a month.
Yeah.
Post parade coming up for the 8th race, 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Pacers, a purse of $4,527. There's 5 of them. Let's go to Doug for the post parade.
The Duncan hometown of Colt Stakes for 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Pacers, $4,527. Harvey Hirschberger drives the 3. These are the horses. Number 1 is Lou's Boy, the driver Jimmy Smith. Number 2, Draco Storm, Justin Irvine drives.
Harvey Hirschberger.
3, Down by the Parade, driven by Harvey Hirschberger. Number 4, Catching Up with James Day. The 5, Dear Romeo, Nick Clegg in the sulky. Horse will take one score and go to the gate. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta. On the 8th, they'll be to the gate in about 3 minutes.
So this is the second division of the Home Talent Colt Stakes, 3-year-old Colt Pace. Lou's Boy and Jimmy Smith from the rail. Jimmy also trains for Tixera. I'm sorry,
Teixeira.
Teixeira. Okay.
Yeah, there was a Yankee baseball player that spelled the last name like that.
Oh,
Mark
okay.
Teixeira.
So this is D Teixeira.
I think we're okay with that, yeah.
This is a Fear the Dragon out of an 11 a.m. mare, Volumnius. This is a 24 starts lifetime, 16 this year with 2 wins. Those were back-to-back wins at Caldwell and Woodsfield. The fastest of those was at Woodsfield in 1:59.4. It's already made over 27,000, sitting 21st in the Ohio Fair Championship points.
Number 2 is Draco Storm, Justin Irvine for Gary Martin. Sue Stockwell owns this one. Fear the Dragon Gelding from the Captain Treacherous mare, Captivating Storm. Sue bred this one as well. 13 starts this year, 4 wins, 2 seconds, and a third. $17,700 in earnings. The qualifying time is the best of the year, 1:57.2 at Northfield, coming off a second at Worcester and a second at Canfield.
Down by the parade, Harvey Hirschberger drives for Betty and Kimber Clegg. A Down by the Seaside out of Royal Majesty mare, Gracie's Parade. 26 starts this year, 5 wins, 6 seconds, and 4 thirds. Has earned $23,000. Has 2 wins in his last 6 starts at Worcester and Wellington. Fastest mark of the year, 1:57.1 at Northfield Park.
Number 4 is Catching Up. James Day trains and drives for Power Play Racing. Catch the Fire gelding out of the Genes Beach Boy mare Ain't Giving Up. 14 starts, 2 wins, a second, 4 thirds, just under $10,000 in earnings, and a mark of 59-4 at Ashland, coming off a very impressive win there by 6 lengths with a big 3-wide move at the 3/4 pole and timed in that 159-4.
Fear Romeo, Nick drives, Betty trains, Kimber owns the Fear the Dragon out of an Always Virgin mare. Lady Capulet, 22 starts on the year, 4 wins, $15,000 in earnings, a mark of 201 at Jefferson. Lose Boy, 21st in the standings. Draco Storm, 19th, down by the parade, 7th. Catching Up, 24th, and Fear Romeo, 10th. I tell you that because there are going to be some consolations, so you don't need to be in the first 8. You're going to have a chance to race in Ohio Fair Championship consolations. Dave Bianconi will be writing them.
So keep trying. Everybody keep trying. Let's go to Doug for the call.
They were off and pacing. Draco Storm and Justin Irvine go right to the front. Down by the parade comes out in second. Lose Boy third. Catching up is fourth. An early trader. Fear Romeo at the opening 8th. Draco Storm has the lead. 3-year-old Big the son of Fear the Dragon. Looking for 5th of the year. Shows the way. Down by the parade second. Gapped away. Lose Boy next. Catching up fourth. Fear Romeo trails the field front to back. About 10 lengths will separate them. They're all chasing Draco Storm and Justin Irvine to the opening quarter. Nose to helmet down by the parade. Harvey Hirschberger is next in second. Very fast opening quarter in 28 seconds. Lose Boy is third. He moves to the outside. Catching up is fourth, and Fear Romeo comes to the outside. 3 in, 2 out. Coming on over to the half. Draco Storm, the one to catch. Buried second is down by the parade, moving to the outside. Lose Boy. Fear Romeo has that cover and trailing the field, catching up. They're halfway home. Draco Storm has them by the half. Down by the parade second. Lose Boy on the outside at the half in 58 1/5. Around the turn, catching up, buried to the inside, and Fear Romeo on the outside. Across the backside for the final time. Draco Storm's got every call. He leads them by 3 parts of a length. Lose Boy on the outside. Third is down by the parade. He'll need room. Moving on the outside. Fear Romeo, a little steppy. Jumps it off. Catching up on the inside. They're at the 3/4. Draco Storm the outside. Lose Boy down by the parade. Needs some room. They're at the 3/4 mark. They're into the far turn. 3/4 and 1. 28 and 1. Lose Boy on the outside. Draco Storm is second. Racing third is catching up. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. It's Lose Boy catching up on the outside. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. It is Lose Boy catching up on the outside. Coming to the line on the outside. Catching up. Lose Boy. Draco Storm will hang on for third. The mile, 2 minutes, 1/5.
Well, Catching Up was sitting 4th at the 3/4 pole, second over, and never slowed down and got across the wire first for James Day, the 3rd win of the season for this Catch the Fire gelding. Pretty good race there, huh?
It was, except I kept thinking, well, who's catching up? Who's catching up?
Well, the winner was.
The
winner was Catching Up, that's for sure. Final time of the mile, 2 minutes and a 5th. I had it unofficially as Catching Up across the wire, the 4 first. Lose Boy second, the 1. Draco Storm, the 2 was third. Down by the parade, I believe it was 4th. And Fear Romeo was 5th after a little break on the back stretch, headed towards the 3/4 pole.
Came home in 32 seconds, so I think everybody was getting a little tired.
Yeah, and I think that James did a great job of seeing that from where he was when he was second over back there. The 5 was the only one behind him when the 5 went off stride. I think James, he had a nice view of what was going on. You could definitely see that Draco Storm was slowing down a little bit after that 58-1 first half, but really nice drive by James. He's had a much busier summer than normal. Winner's circle for catching up.
For $4,527. Number 4, Catching Up. Creole Bago, the son of Catch the Fire. Out of Ink, Giving Up. Third of the season. He's seen a mile in 2 minutes and a fifth. James Day gets his second winning drive of the day. Flower Power Racing 87 LLC, Medina, Ohio. Catching Up and James Day take the second division of the Duncan in 2 minutes and 1/5.
Another nice looking horse.
Results are Efficient Number 1, Loose Boy 2. To Draco Storm 3, the 3 Down by the Parade 4. 4 Catching Up, the winner 5, Fear Romeo 5. 2 minutes and 1/5. 28, 58 and 1. 128 and 1. Ninth is up next, field of 5. No changes. In place show, Exacting Trifecta in the ninth. ATA, Barley the King. Bob's Broth.
Got a pretty color coordinated blanket there too. He had a black and red blanket, black and red colors, red bike. Everything was
done the way
pretty,
it should be.
Yeah,
kind of
like
nice.
a decorator did
Yeah,
that.
pretty cool. 8 of them in the books, 4 left. The 9th is 2-year-old Colton Gelding, 3rd division, with a purse of $4,654. Let's go to a commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages.
The future is bright in Ohio. Ohio Sire Stakes, Buckeye Stallion Series, 66 county and independent fairs. Whether it's the Ohio Sire Stakes, the Buckeye Stallion Series, or the county fairs, Ohio has a place for your racehorse. This year, Ohio breds are racing for nearly $23 million in stakes purses. Be part of the winning. Breed, buy, race, win in Ohio.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Welcome back to Dover, Ohio. We got a somebody had mentioned that Scott Tarleton had mentioned that he saw Rosie's interview on the OHHA Facebook page, and she was talking about Pink Jammies and some of her other horses, and Roger said that she didn't talk about individual horses to the governor, just kind of racing in general. And I'm going to think that Rosie was a good person to have there talking to the governor.
She's a good person to talk to about anything.
Yeah, she's just straight.
Very straightforward,
Yeah.
Very direct answers, and she's quick, I mean, she's got it figured out.
Yeah.
She really does.
Yeah.
It was cool that Mike got to drive the governor around in the starting car
And his wife.
yesterday. And his wife.
Yep, that must have been pretty neat for
everybody.
I'm thinking pretty exciting for both of them. I mean, I know Mike does a lot of that, but still, to have the governor sitting there next to you, that's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, very much so.
Rod Cooper said he was going to come today, but he's home. He has a lot of beans to harvest now, so he maybe not be. he's going to try and get to a couple more fairs. Rod has been, I think he said 41, if I remember right. He's been to a lot of fairs.
He has been to a lot.
Yeah. And even coming, he's got horses racing, but he comes, of course, he comes to watch those, but he's been also coming just to watch and enjoy.
Well, it's easy enough to do.
Yeah.
So we come back next for Coshocton. Is that correct?
Yep. Monday and Tuesday, Coshocton.
I'll be at one of those, and I'm not sure which.
Yeah, I think you're on the second day, if I remember
Okay.
right. Not 100% sure, but
I would expect you to remember where you've placed three
Yeah.
people for 120 different cards. Too bad you can't use formulas for that. It's got to be a lot of cut and pasting on that Excel sheet.
it is. Oh, try and put people close to where they live. Like I finally did a map, and I put where you were from, and then I trying to place you around closer to you, so you don't have to travel so far. But that doesn't always work out.
No, and I don't care.
Sometimes you got to go.
No problem.
Speaking of you're by Buckeye Lake. What is that big event?
Giant festival.
Yeah, what is that?
I'll tell you after the post
Okay.
parade. 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers, 4,600 up to Doug. I think.
Horses are on the
There we go.
track.
There we go.
Ninth race. The Harper Farms Pace. 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pace for $4,654. Third division, number 1 ETI, Barley the King. James Day drives. Number 2, Bob Ross has spoken. Eamon Hirschberger drives. Number 3, you'll do it up. You'll up to it, Alex Hawk. Number 4, Pumpkin Skin with Nick Clegg. Rounding out the field, the 5, Fire the Prez. Jason Thompson in the sulky. Let's take one score and go to the gate. Win, place, show.
So when you're driving by on
Exact
70,
and
there's
try.
about a million tents.
Look like teepees almost,
Yes.
right? Okay, so starting was either Wednesday or Thursday night, the festival is called Lost Lands. It is the only one of its kind in North America. It is an annual event. It has tied into the end of Jug Week, very coincidentally, because the demographics are not the same for the two
okay.
events. It is people from all over the world, somewhere between 40 and 50,000, I believe. Tickets are about $1,300 for the weekend. When it's over, all of the tent sites are donated to the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, wow.
And it's not live music. It's all DJs and electronic music and headbanging and doing this back and forth. And it's really fun to watch their live feed just to see what it is, because it is such a very popular and large event. But I can't get close to it. My buddy that lives out there is probably about 1.5 miles away as the crow flies. And his windows used to vibrate.
Oh my gosh!
So it's a
Well,
it's a huge event. Yeah, you saw everything going on.
Lots of tents. Let's go through down this field quickly.
Sure.
ATI Barley the King, James Day. James also trains for Power Play Racing. A Charlie Barley out of a Tell It Like It Is mare. 10 starts, 1 win on the year. That was 2-2 at Carrollton.
Bob Ross has spoken as the 2. Eamon Hirschberger drives, trains, and owns a well-said colt from the Blissful Hall mare, Color My World. That was my junior year theme song for my high school prom, by the way, Color My World, as it was for many other people of that generation. 6 starts, no wins, no seconds, 1/3.
Feel Up to It, and Alex Hawk from the 3-hole for Melvin Byler, trains and owns. A Lather Up colt, 10 starts on the year, 1/3, 4,700 in earnings.
Pumpkin Skin from the Cleggs, a summa cum laude gelding, is 15 out of 22 in the money, 33,000 in earnings, and a mark of 158.
And Fire the Prez, Jason Thompson up for Scotty Cox, Wayne Mass, Jay Ash Solers. Catch the Fire, 5 wins on the year.
Up to Doug for the call of the 9th.
They're off and pacing. Pumpkin Skin goes right to the front from the inside. Bob Ross has spoken. Far outside. Fire the Prez into the inside. 88 Barley the King racing next and trailing the field. Feel up to it as he races around the turn. Going on over to the opening eighth and up on the outside. Fire the Prez. Jason Thompson is cleared to the front. 2-hole trip to Pumpkin Skin and Nick Clegg racing third as they race across the backside. Bob Ross has spoken. ATI Barley the King fourth. Feel up to it. Alex Hawkins, see them all. But here comes Nick Clegg and Pumpkin Skin out and on the move. He's headed to the front end. Pumpkin Skin has grabbed the lead from Fire the Prez by an opening quarter and 29 4/5. Racing third as he races around the turn. Racing to the 3/8. Bob Ross has spoken on the move on the outside. Feel up to it. Passing the stands. Coming on over to the halfway point. 3 in, 2 out at the half. On top of the field. Pumpkin Skin. Nick Clegg show the way. On the outside, ATI Barley the King second. Fire the Prez third. Bob Ross has spoken fourth. Feel up to it on the outside. They're off a half and 101. To the 5/8 they go and showing the way. Pumpkin Skin with 3 parts of a length. ATI Barley the King on the outside second. Fire the Prez racing third. Bob Ross has spoken as fourth. Feel up to it. Out and on the move of the outside. Now fifth. Cross the backside of the 3/4. Pumpkin Skin the leader by 3. Fire the Prez up the inside. ATI Barley the King the outside. Bob Ross has spoken fourth. Feel up to it. Trails the field. They're into the far turn. 3/4 was paced in 1:31 2. Midway round the turn. Pumpkin Skin has the lead. Fire the Prez right there on his back and ready to come to the outside. ATA Barley the King is third. Bob Ross has spoken fourth. Feel up to it. Trails. They're off the turn and they're all chasing. Pumpkin Skin to the wire. They're not going to catch him. Nick Clegg gets home with Pumpkin Skin to take the third division of the 2-year-old colt and gelding pace, the Harper Farms.
4-5-2-3-1, I believe,
Mile
across the
201,
wire.
4/5.
Pumpkin Skin.
Pumpkin Skin. Pumpkin Sins is, before this win, was sitting third in the Ohio
the
Fair
standings.
Championship
Wow.
points. Yep, so I think he'll be a summa cum laude.
Solidifying.
Should be. Did I tell you the story about Pumpkin Skin's name?
No, please do.
A guy came to look at the baby when it was born, and I think he said that the mare was black, so he just expected that it was going to be a dark colt, and he comes and looks over the stall wall and looks in and says, looks like he's covered in pumpkin skin. So they decided that that might be a good name.
That's perfect. Well,
And
that's great.
He is a very bright. He is listed,
a bright shade, yeah.
He's listed as a bay, but he's very bright.
The Clegg gang gathered in the winner's circle.
Whenever you're ready, we are. Stand ready. The Super Child after Neil Brady. SBS Super Peter. Briscoe 10. Put up your eye-catching red all over. Here's your winner.
Moving into the next Vitamin and Minerals Winner's Circle. The 9th race, the Harper Farms Pace, 2-year-old colt and gelding pace for $4,654. Number 1, Pumpkin Skin. Joe Baker, the son of Zuma Kalade, at the DG Shadow Bell. 8th win in 23 tries. Kimber Clegg, Pennsylvania owned. Betty Clegg trains. Nick Clegg in the sulky. Wow, 201 4/5. Big thank you to the Clegg Stable for sponsoring the Duncan Pace. Do we?
Should get the results in just a minute.
What was the final time, Susan? Did you get
I
that?
think he said 201 and 4.
Barley the King, 5. Number 2, Bob Ross has spoken, 3. Feel it, up to it, 4. 4, Pumpkin Skin, the winner of the 5. Fire the Prez, 2. 201 4/5, 29 and 4, 101, 131 and 2. 5, 3, 4, 1, 2 on the bottom. 10th race is up next. Field of 6. No changes. In place show, exacted. Trifecta wagering on the 10th.
8 wins and 23 starts for Pumpkin Skin and the Clegs. When we come back for the 10th, we got 3 more races. For us all, the 2-year-old colt and gelding trot. This will be the 3rd division. This will be the Dallas Clark Memorial. We'll be back after these messages.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
Own a little and love it a lot. The Stable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. The Stable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at thestable.ca.
Okay, welcome back. We are almost ready to go to the post parade. There, everybody's out. Doug was saying, David Myrick just made it, moving the races along pretty fast. 9 of them in 2 hours. And yeah, I know that we have got to be off of this track for the stage to get set up for that show tonight. I think they originally said like they wanted us off around by 2 o'clock or 2:15. So I think we could very well make that.
That'd be pretty good. You get 4 an hour, you've done good.
The horses are on the track for the 10th race. Dallas Clark Memorial, hometown of Colt Stake, 2-year-old colt and gelding trot, $3,477. Field of 6. Number 1, Little Super Tom, Chris Hirschberger drives. Number 2 is Eckert Hill Brady, the driver Drew Neal. 3, SVS Super Peter with Eric Miller. Number 4, Wisco Tax Collector, Emmanuel Miller up. 5, Eye Catching, Darren Harvey. And number 6 is Red All Over, Charlie Murray in the sulky. But we'll take one score and go to the gate. In play show, Exacta and Trifecta on the 10th. Be at the gate in 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Okay, we'll take a look at the horses in this race. Lil's Super Tom and Chris Hirschberger from the rail with Wes Hirschberger training and co-owns along with John's Racing Stable. A Long Tom out of a Neely Dunmare. Super Lily, 7 starts on the year, no wins, but has 5 seconds. He's been second the past 4 starts in a row. And the fastest of those, he did trot in 2-2 and 2 at Bucyrus. And last start at Ashen, trotted in 2-4 and 4.
Number 2 is Eckert Hill Brady. Drew Neal on the bike for Rosie Weaver. Rosie shares ownership of this one with Cabby D LLC and Mr. Roger Houston, who, well, I know he said he was going to the soccer game, but something tells me he might be watching. Yeah. An in-range gelding out of the Muscle Mass mare Carry the Torch. 10 out of 12 in the money this year, including 7 wins. Just under $50,000 in earnings, coming off a second in the Buckeye Stallion Series on Tuesday up in Delaware and a $20,000 purse, and a win at Worcester and a Van Wert previous to that.
SVS Super Peter, Eric Miller drives for D. Houghton. Deidre Houghton and Mark Walker, the owners. This is an Uncle Peter gelding out of an Andover Hall mare. This is how horses had 10 starts this year, 1 second and 4 thirds. Last start out was third at Ashland in 2-7-2, but back a few at Northfield in the BSS did trot in 2-3-1.
Number 4 is Wisco Tax Collector, Manny Miller in the bike for Herman Hagerman, who owns out of Mount Vernon, and What the Hill gelding out of the Yankee Glide mare Passport to Love. 14 starts this year, 1 win, 4 seconds, 1 third, a little over $17,000 in earnings, a mark of 210 at Hilliard. It's coming off a 4th place finish up in Delaware on Tuesday, a 3rd previous to that in Upper Sandusky, and a breaking issue at Van Wert, but most recently, 2nd place finish at Mount Gilead.
Eye-catching and Darren Harvey from the 5-hole. Darren also trains for Mass, Callum Racing, and Stephen Miller, a long Tom Colt out of a Don't You Forget It mare. 3 wins on the year, the fastest of those, 2-5-2 at Canfield.
Number 6, Red All Over, Charlie Merrick, trains, drives, Richard Mares out at Worcester, owns an Enterprise Colt from the Chip Chip Hooray mare, Chipped and Strawberry, 11 starts, 1 win, 1 second, 2 thirds. These are 2-year-old Colton geldings with a purse of $3,477. Doug Ballinger with the call of the 10th.
Stride to 5 is eye-catching. They're off then trotting. Little Super Tom goes for the lead. Taking a check is Eckerd Hill Brady. Field of trotters into the turn. On the outside is Wisco Tax Collector. Racing next to the inside, SVS Superstar. Round the turn, Red All Over, and trailing the field is eye-catching as they head up the backside. Off stride, the 1, Little Superstar. That gives the lead to Eckerd Hill Brady as they head up the backside. SVS Super Peter next in second, trotting third. Down the backside, going to the opening quarter. Red All Over and on top of the field and showing away at the opening quarter. Wisco Tax Collector. SVS Super Peter second. Racing third is Eckerd Hill Brady. Trotting fourth is Red All Over. Little Super Tom fifth. Eye-catching trails the field by the quarter. In 30 seconds around the turn to the 3/8 they go. On top and off stride. Red All Over is off stride. Passing the stands first time they come to the halfway point. Wisco Tax Collector, Manny Miller have the lead. SVS Super Peter next. Here comes Eckerd Hill Brady. Drew Neal, he's first up. He's third on the outside. Little Super Tom fourth. Red All Over fifth. Eye-catching is sixth. They're into the turn. They head on over to the 5/8 off a half in 103. And showing away Wisco Tax Collector. Eckerd Hill Brady grinding it out on the outside. He's on the leader's wheel. He's only a half a length away. Eckerd Hill Brady going at it with Wisco Tax Collector. Eckerd Hill Brady pokes ahead in front. Racing third, SVS Superstar. Little Super Tom fourth. Red All Over is fifth. Trailing is eye-catching into the turn. Eckerd Hill Brady has the lead on the far outside. Wisco Tax Collector. SVS Super Peter. 3/4 in 1:32 and 4. They circle the turn. Eckerd Hill Brady and Drew Neal have the lead and open up. They come to the top of the stretch. Second is Wisco Tax Collector. Racing third on the outside. SVS Super Peter, but coming to the line, it's all Eckerd Hill Brady and Drew Neal to take the Dallas Clark Memorial. They'll be tied for second. Either the 3 SVS Super Peter or the 4 Wisco Tax Collector.
Well, he got a second on his birthday.
2:04.
He got a second on his birthday with Eckerd Hill Brady, and now a couple of days later he gets the win. Not a bad week.
Not a bad week. He is, Eckerd Hill Brady was sitting 6th in the Fair Championships, but also second in the Buckeye Stallion Series.
Oh.
Now, the Buckeye Stallion Series will not change. That is, he's dialed in for that.
Okay.
So he'll may have a couple of weekends in championship races.
Congratulations, Roger. Hope you're enjoying your beautiful Saturday in Western Pennsylvania. Eckerd Hill Brady with his 8th win in 13 starts this year. Earnings now over $51,000.
was a little messy in that first turn.
Yes, it was. We lost the 5 and the 6 both early on, and the 1. They all ended up getting back together pretty good at the end here, you know, because I usually make these little gaps here where if they're, you know, further back when they broke, but by the end, they all came across the wire pretty close, yeah. Got Bolt and the Wolf.
Bolt and Scout.
Bolt and Scout making their way to the winner's circle with trainer and owner, Rosie Weaver, and team.
Winner's circle. You're one of the 10th race, the 3rd division of the 2-year-old Colt and Gelding Trot. The Dallas Clark Memorial. Here's the 2, Eckerd Hill Brady. He picks up his 8th win in 13 tries. Lifetime earnings now $51,000 for the 2-year-old.
He's so relaxed.
In range. We carry the torch mare. Rosie Weaver trains. She's our leading trainer on the fair circuit so far this year. Drew Neal, our leading driver in the 2025 fair season. Drew gets his 2nd win of the day. Race sponsored by the Tuscarawas County Fair. Eckerd Hill Brady is owned by Rosie Weaver, Roger Houston, and Gabby D LLC. Also in the winner's circle, Bolt and Smoke. All with the 2, Eckerd Hill Brady, Drew Neal, and Rosie Weaver. Results are official. The one little Super Tom 4. 2 Eckerd Hill Brady, the winner of the 3. SVS Super Peter 2. 4 Wisco Tax Collector 3. 5 Eye Catching 6. The 6 Red all over 5. The mile 204. 31, 103, 132, and 4. 412, 365 on the bottoms. 11th race is up next. Field of 5. James Day to drive the 5. Gene said. James Day driving the 5, Gene said. Serious Colt, center story.
So 10 in the books.
10 in the books.
We're coming up to the penultimate.
Yes, indeed.
11th race before the last race. This one will be the 3rd division of the Duncan Pace, the hometown Colt Stakes for 3-year-old Colt Pacers, and we'll be right back to talk about these 5 after this.
Make summer memories this year at the Ohio County Fairs. The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association will be live streaming every race this year, and we want you to be there. Be a part of the excitement with the 2025 Ohio County Fair Racing Passport. Stop by the OHHA broadcast location in the grandstand to pick up your passport and stamp. Get stamps at every fair you attend. Prizes will be awarded to those that attend the most racing programs. Get your passport at the first fair you attend or call the OHHA office at 614-221-3650. Harness Racing, the fastest ride at the fair.
History, tradition. For over 100 years, 2- and 3-year-old trotters and pacers have started their careers on the tracks of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. See the future stars of Ohio harness racing at one of the Home Talent's 15 tracks. The stars of tomorrow are racing at a track near you today. The Home Talent Colt Stakes. You can't win them if you aren't in them.
Okay, we are back for the 11th race. So we mentioned, I was telling Michael in between while the commercials were going on, we haven't lost any fans. I think this grandstand, we're facing in a way that the sun's coming in a little bit on the left side of the grandstand, but people can scooch over and stay out of the sun.
Yeah.
The way that it is positioned here is nice for you keep the shade all day and all night, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's a couple of hundred people here, and they haven't moved, and nobody's leaving. We got 2 races left, 2 good races left, and it hasn't been the most competitive day at the finish line, but there's been a couple of them that have been close.
Yeah, they have been spread out a little bit. Some of them.
2 left. You never know. You never know.
No.
So 3-year-old Colton Geldings. Anybody in here in our...
We've got Center Story is 5th and Bounding Delight is 6th in the Fair Championship points. So I'm guessing that if they have a good showing here, that they'll probably be in
Get
the
locked
final.
in, yeah.
Yeah. We sure want to thank the Tuscarawas County Fair here at Dover for their hospitality here. They put on a great show. I don't know if you noticed, Michael, down by the winner's circle, they've got some halters there, and they've got a nice brass nameplate on it that will say, like, 3-year-old colt pacing champion.
Oh, that's
so I think the winner,
really
either
cool.
the fastest one of the divisions or what, they give out those halters. They're really nice halters, and with that nice pretty brass plate on makes a nice, and of course everybody's getting blankets besides, so
yeah,
pretty nice doings here. John Hochsteller is our superintendent of speed here and just does a great job. I mean, a pretty winner circle. Going to be pretty pictures with those mums hanging over. Just do a good job, and as I mentioned before, they have a really, really nice program. I'm going to say this is one of the top.
Oh, the hard copy
programs.
itself, it is nice, yeah. And I like it when they put the history in, and I like it when, we flip through our programs and see the memorials and the in honors of and stuff, but a lot of times we don't get all the details on those fine people that they're honoring. So, no, it's really cool when they do that. Post parade.
Number 2, Center Story, Nick Clegg drives. 3, Red Hot Ember with Lenny Merriman. Number 4, Pounding Delight, driven by Drew Neal. Number 5, Gene Said, James Day in the sulky. Horse will take 1, score, and go to the gate. Win, place, show, exact a trifecta. 3 minutes to post, 3 minutes to post time.
We have in January, we have the Ohio Fair Managers Association convention, and we always do a harness racing thing. And I think I'm going to ask all the fairs that will, if they will bring a copy of their programs, because I think some people could learn from something like this, get some ideas. I think it would be really neat idea.
I think that's a great idea
to share. Yeah,
that's a great idea.
So let's look at the horses in this 11th pace. Sirius Colt and Hank Levan from the rail. Hank trains for Levan Stables, Megan Levan, and Richard Fries. This is a Fear the Dragon out of a Sun Beach somewhere mare, Sirius Filly. 24 starts on the year, 1 win, 2 seconds, and 7 thirds. Last start out was at Delaware in the Ohio Fair Racing Conference race. Finished 5th, but paced his mile in 57-1. Does have a record of 2-3 at Ottawa this year.
18 out of 25 in the money for number 2, Center Story with Clegg Clan, a well-said gelding from the Art Major Mare Arts Center. 25 starts, 3 wins, 11 seconds, 4 thirds, 25,000 plus in earnings, a mark of 201-4 at Napoleon. It's been off last week, was a 6th place finish. Previous to that, a 4th at Worcester and a 5th at Canfield. Does have a mark at Richwood, the nice 2nd place finish of 58-3.
Red Hot Amber and Lanny Merriman from the 3-hole. Lanny also trains for Richard Johnson. This is a Catch the Fire out of a Rockin' Amadeus mare, Rockin' Cali. 14 starts on the year, 1 win. That was at Hilliard in 2 minutes and 3/5. Did pace both of his miles last 2 weeks at Ashland and Worcester, 2-3-1 and 2-3-2.
Number 4 is Bounding Delight, Drew Neal for Rosie Weaver. Rosie and Harlan Akers share the ownership here of Fear the Dragon gelding from the Better Delight mare Bound to Be Good. This one has made $34,000 this year on the backs of 5 wins, 7 seconds, and 2 thirds, and has a mark of 159-4 at Athens, which is a great time for down there. was a winner last week by 11 lengths at Ashland. Old Washington had a 5th, and previous to that, 4th, 2nd. Pretty good.
Gene said James Day will drive. Ryan Deaton trains, and Randy Young stables, the owner. This is a well-said colt out of an Always a Virgin mare, Chasing Maddie. 15 starts on the year, 1 win. That was up at Northfield Park in 59 and 2. 2 starts back, he was 3rd at Worcester, pace in 2, 3, and 3.
Gene said, I've got the fastest winning horse out of this season out of everybody in the race. Gene said. Gene said. This should be a good one. Drew Neal, I'm guessing, is Drew Neal, the current 1-5 favorite on the 4-horse Bounding Delight. Horses are at the top of the stretch. The penultimate 11th race, 3-0 Colton Gelding Pace. Doug Ballinger with the call.
They're up and trotting, Bounty Delight, Drew Neal, fire for the front. Center Story comes out in 2nd. Serious Colt finds a spot 3rd. 4th into the turn, Red Hot Ember, and trailing the field, Gene Said and James Day. On over to the opening 8. Drew Neal, Bounty Delight, real big on the son of Fear the Dragon shows the way, looking for a 6th of the year. Getting that 2-hole trip is Center Story. Across the backside, Serious Colt 3rd, but only 3 from the front. Red Hot Ember 4th, 5 from the front. Trailing Gene Said he's 6 from the front. At the opening quarter, Bounty Delight, Drew Neal take the field of Pacers by the opening quarter in 29 and 4/5. Midway round the turn, Bounty Delight shows the way. Center Story getting that 2-hole trip. Racing 3rd, Serious Colt. Racing 4th is Red Hot Ember, and trailing the field, Gene Said, straight alignment. No one is yet to go after Bounty Delight and Drew Neal as they come on over to the half. Center Story right there 2nd. Serious Colt racing 3rd. Racing 4th, Red Hot Ember, moving to the outside. Gene Said now 5th and moving forward. They're at the half, halfway home in 59 and 4. Bounty Delight, Drew Neal the leader. Center Story right there. Serious Colt will come to the outside. Red Out Ember 4th. Gene Said trails the field. 3 in, 2 out across the backside. Bounty Delight's got every call. Center Story. Serious Colt on the outside 3rd. Red Hot Ember 4th. Gene Said is 5th. They near the 3/4, and Bounty Delight leads the way into the far turn. Center Story on the outside into the turn at the 3/4 in 129. Looking for some room 3rd. Center Story. 4th is Red Hot Ember. 5th is Gene Said. They come to the top of the stretch. They're off the turn. Bounding Delight. They're all chasing Bounding Delight. Serious Colt's coming at him on the outside. Bounding Delight. Serious Colt keeps on coming. Bounding Delight needs the line. Bounding Delight and Neal will get there in time. Serious Colt 2nd. Center Story home 3rd.
Whoa, look at the 5. He stepped right out of his hobble.
Oh, he did.
Wow.
159 and 4.
Did he break before then? He must have, if he's that far back. I must have missed it.
Well, he probably
just
going pretty
equipment.
slow with him.
Yeah.
I mean, I have not seen a horse cross the finish line with his right front foot was out of the hobble. Congratulations to James Day for keeping that colt going.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Not to take anything away from Bounding Delight, but I saw that, and that just kind of worried me a little bit.
That's the highlight of the race there. Ooh. That was interesting. 4, 1, 2, 3, 5. Serious Colt. Hank made a great effort there. Drew Neal had Bounty Delight under control around the entire racetrack until the top of the stretch, and then, man.
Serious Colt made a serious move.
Made a serious move. Just kept on coming and coming and coming. Another win for Rosie.
That makes 8 for Drew Neal for the 2 days. This kid's got some talent.
Yeah. Yep, no question. And here comes Bounding Delight.
circle, number 4, Bounding Delight. The 3-year-old big got a son of fear, the Dragon. Out of bound to be good. 6th of this season, 21 tries. Rosie Weaver in partnership with Heartland Acres. Rosie Weaver trains. Drew Neal gets his 3rd. He gets a triple today here at the Tuscarawas County Fair. Bounding Delight home in 1:59.4. Equals his lifetime best. Takes the 3rd division of the Duncan. By the Tuscarawas County Agricultural Society.
That's fine.
Number 1, Serious Colt. 2. Center Story 3, the 3 Red Hot Ember. 4, Bounding Delight, the winner in the 5. June said 5. 1:59.4. 29.4 for the quarter. The half 59.4. 3 quarters 1:29. 2, 3, 4, 1, 5 on the bottom. 12th and finals coming up.
How many wins
5
for Rosie today?
4th division of Bob and Helen Clark Memorial.
It's 8 altogether.
Colt and Gilding Trot. Pump action. Tom's Moneymaker. Mogul.
I'm not sure if Drew won with somebody else's horse.
That was pretty cool. Bounding Delight for Drew Neal and Rosie Weaver. Rosie, saw Rosie as she was bringing her trailer through the parking lot to the infield before the races today, and she mentioned to me that this was the first time since she has started racing horses that her father is in attendance to watch her today, and what a day he has chosen to spend with his daughter and see the success that she's having.
Absolutely.
That was great. 12th race is coming up next. That is our finale, and that is the Bob and Helen Clark Memorial Home Talent Colt Stake 2-year-old Colt and Gelding 4th and final division. A field of 5 will introduce you to all of them when we come back after these messages.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
We are back enjoying the music that's here in between races. These two guys are pretty good. I'm not sure what era, but I know most of the words.
Yeah,
so
me too.
They got to be old songs.
Yeah. Good lovin'.
Waiting for the horses to get out here. We got 5 in it. Mogul Maverick is the 3-hole and is sitting 8th in the fair championship points. Pump Action is 25th, and like I said, Kenny Livingood was here yesterday, and he sometimes works in the race office at Northfield, and he said he's pretty sure that Dave Bianconi will write some more consolations. They like to have 15 races a night, so he'll write.
Yeah.
If people will come, he will write the races.
Awesome. I got to try to make it up there for that.
Pack your jammies and bring a pillow because it's a late night.
It is, and that's a midnight night.
That's a midnight night.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Every night is a midnight night at Northfield.
Yeah, right?
You're right.
It really is.
Stevie knows that for sure.
I think we got all 5 out.
Oh, here comes
1,
one more.
2, 3, 4.
Oh, that's the.
I don't know who that is.
I wonder if
The
that's
other one that just won.
maybe that's Bounding Delight. Yeah, because Drew has the 3-horse in this next race.
Yeah. There we go.
Forget.
I missed a driver change. Is that Manny on the 5?
Manny on the 5, yep.
Thank you.
Like I said, we sure want to. We appreciate the Tuscarawas County Fair and what a good job they do here. They've got a great program here, great fans. They say fans really like it here. The Fair Board really likes racing, so they want to make sure they keep it. And I have noticed a lot of people with our OHHA shirts. Some of those shirts I'm just looking at right down in front of us. The guy with that white
Right
shirt
here?
on.
Yeah.
That's got to be a 6-year-old shirt.
Oh, is that
at
right?
least,
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember when we did that. We put all of the races, all of the fairs on the back, the fair cities on the back of the shirt. So that was a while ago.
No, I reached out to one of your partners in crime in the office about a month or so ago and asked if we had anything in cotton when we were in the middle of that peak heat season, because these guys are really, really nice shirts, but they get a little warm sometimes.
Yes, they do.
I should have grabbed one up at the tent this week is what I should have done.
600 of them went fast.
Is that how many we gave
We
away?
had over 600 T-shirts,
Wow.
and they all went.
That's super cool.
Yeah. Well, I say it's a walking billboard.
It is.
They go to the grocery store in them. They go no matter where.
Yep.
You'll see harness racing all over the place.
Yep.
So that's our aim with those T-shirts.
Sure. Doug Ballinger with the the introduction of the horses for the 12th race. Our finale here at Dover.
Horses are on the track for the 12th race. The Bob and Helen Clark Memorial. 4th Division 2-year-old Colt and Gelding Trot, $3,477. Number 1, Long Hill, Tyler Agnes drives. Number 2, Daniel My Brother with Chris Hirschberger. 3, Mogul Maverick, Drew Neal. 4, Tom's Moneymaker with Charles Murray. Number 5, Punk Action. Manuel Miller in the sulky. Field of 5, take 1 score and go to the gate. And play show, exact and trifecta on the 12th. It's 3 minutes to wager, 3 minutes.
Okay, from the rail out, Tyler Angus and Long Hill for Levi Hirschberger. Levi is also the owner of this Long Tom Gelding. He's out of a Roush Hanover mare, SC Rompin' Roxanne. 10 starts on the year, 2 wins. The last win was at Worcester in 2, 6, and 1. 5 starts back, 1 at Wellington in 2, 3, and 4.
Number 2 is Danielle, My Brother, Wes Hirschberger, Chris Hirschberger in the bike. Callum Racing owns this one along Tom Gelding from the full count mare Annie's Blue Jeans Baby. 10 starts, 2 wins, 4 seconds at third, 16,000 in earnings, 203 at Northfield, had a third at Ashland, a second at Worcester, and a win at Canfield back on September 1st.
Drew Neal and Rosie Weaver team up one more time today with Mogul Maverick, a What the Hill colt out of a Conway Hall mare. Glide My Way. Weaver, Gentry, Weingartner, and Rogers all own this colt. He's had 12 starts on the year and 5 wins. The most recent win was at Ashland in 2, 3, and 3, but the fastest at Croton in 2, 2, and 3.
Number 4 is Tom's Moneymaker. Charlie Merrick trains and drives. Second Chance Stable owns this long-time gelding from the ABC Garland mare, Mom's Moneymaker. 10 starts this year, 1 win, 2 seconds, one third-place finish, a mark of 210, and earnings just over $9,500 a year. Been 6th, 5th, and 4th last 3 starts, but previous to that came in 3rd, and back on August 5th had a win in that 2:10 time.
Pump Action and Manny Miller from the 5-hole for trainer Rosie Weaver. Rosie owns this colt along with Heartland Acres. It's a long Tom of a Jailhouse Jessie mare, Jailhouse Jenny. 13 starts on the year, 3 wins. The fastest of those was at Old Washington in 2-2-1, which was his last win. Also McConnellsville in 2-3-1 and Wilmington in 2-4-2. Earnings of $34,276. He was at $29,000 blooded horse sale purchase.
Love the name game here. The 2-horse Danielle, my brother, of course, is a line from an Elton John song. Danielle, my brother, and the mom, Annie's Blue Jeans Baby, straight out of, Don't look at me like that. I sang the song in the car on the way up here with the windows down. Tiny Dancer. There we go. Doug Ballinger will call the 12th and final.
They're up then, trotting. Long Hill goes right to the front. Daniel, my brother, comes out in second on the outside. Mogul Maverick is third. Tom's Moneymaker fourth. Pump Action trails the field. Round the turn to the opening 8th. Tighter Angus. Long Hill, the deal big of the son of Long Tom, looking for his 3rd of the season, shows the way. Mogul Maverick up on the outside will take that 2-hole trip. Daniel, my brother. Pump Action down the backside, going to the opening quarter. Tom's Moneymaker trails the field. Straight alignment as they trot by the quarter. On the front end, Long Hill shows the way, but 2. Mogul Maverick right there, second. Daniel, my brother, racing third. Opening quarter in 29 seconds. Pump Action is next and trailing the field. Tom's Moneymaker, no movement as yet to go after Long Hill, who leads away by a length and a half. Mogul Maverick right there, second. Trotting next, Daniel, my brother. Tom's Moneymaker, Pump Action, they're halfway home. Still there, it's Long Hill. Mogul Maverick is second. Daniel, my brother, on the outside. Pump Action and Tom's Moneymaker. They're halfway home at the half and 58 seconds. On to the 5/8, it's Long Hill with the lead. Getting that 2-hole trip. Mogul Maverick is ready to come to the outside. Pump Action the outside third. Daniel, my brother. Tom's Moneymaker trails the field, and here comes Drew Neal. Mogul Maverick now second on the outside. Pump Action the outside third. Up the inside. Daniel, my brother, they're at the 3/4. Long Hill the inside. Mogul Maverick the outside. Daniel, my brother. Pump Action. Tom's Moneymaker trails 3/4 in 1:29 and 4. 2-year-old trot. Into the far turn. The inside, Long Hill. The outside, Mogul Maverick. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Mogul Maverick and Drew Neal. Long Hill on the outside. Racing on the outside, now third and coming on is Pump Action, but coming to the line, Mogul Maverick gives Drew Neal a grand slam. Pump Action second. Daniel, my brother, home third.
Got the Rosie Weaver exacta there.
Yeah.
3-5. Mogul Maverick
Mile
with the win.
203, 2 fifths.
What did he say? 2:03?
Should be 2 minutes and 3/5, I think. Does that sound right?
That's a really good mile. For that, that lowers, if that's true, that lowers his lifetime mark by a couple of seconds. Mogul Maverick.
Unless they can. Do you think it might have been 2:03? Is that what you thought you heard? 2:03 and 3. So
we'll
maybe.
find out.
Yeah, we'll
in
find
just
out.
a minute here.
I mean, they got down the first half of 58, so
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if the back was a lot slower.
Yeah. Good thing Rosie Weaver's got those guard dogs. She's taking home a lot of money here from the Dover Fair.
One, two, three, four, five. She had 7 horses enter today.
That gives, as he said, that gives Drew Neal 9 wins over these 2 days.
2 days.
Out of 20 races. No, out of 30 races.
Excuse me.
Yeah, won 9 of them. That's pretty amazing.
Wow.
And I do think most of those were with Rosie's. I just can't remember if he drove for somebody else. Matt kept an eye on us all afternoon.
Is that right?
He did. He said he was glad we're done, and now he can enjoy watching his UT Rockets at 3:30.
Go Toledo. Buckeyes the week off this week.
We got puppies and babies coming to the winner's circle
Got everything
here.
coming
Yeah,
here.
got
I'll
a
get
tiny
this.
baby.
John Colt Stakes, 2-year-old Colton Gutting Trotters, $3,477. Bob and Helen Clark Memorial. Number 3, Mogul Maverick, the 2-year-old Bay Goat, son of Want the Hill. Out of Glide My Way, 6th win in 13 tries. Rosie Weaver trains. Drew Neal, a grand slam for Drew, his 4th of the day. All but Rosie Weaver, T.J. Gentry, S.A. Weingartner, and Pete Rogers, all of Ohio. Mile 203, 2/5, the Bob and Helen
That's
Clark
203.
Memorial.
Yeah.
Results are official. Number 1, Long Hill, 4. 2, Daniel, my brother, 3. 3, Mogul Maverick, the winner, 4, Tom's Moneymaker, 2. Tom's Moneymaker, 5. The 5, Pump Action, 2. 4, 3, 1, 5, 2. Top down at 4, 3, 1, 5, 2. 203 and 2, 29. 58 and 4, 129 and 4. Well, that wraps it up for today's racing in the 2000.
Well, that's how Manny got close.
Yeah.
'Cause Manny, he pretty much sat back there most of the race, but going to come home in the back half and 104, whoever's back there is going to catch up a
Yeah.
little, and that gave Rosie the 1-2 punch in our final here today. The Tuscarawas County Fair in
So that's
beautiful Dover, Ohio.
Beautiful. So as the fairs are winding down, all of us here at OHHA want you to know how much we appreciate all of our fans and the sponsors that make this possible. Thanks for spending part of your afternoon with us. We'll be right back on the air Monday at Coshocton. So everybody have a great evening.